No, but you're
No
not looking at
pants.
them.
No
Yeah,
pants.
that was not a requirement, asshole. What are you doing?
No, no, I'm pretty sure.
They only see the top half of us, dude.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Pants off, dance off.
I always have to stand up.
Oh, I
so
like that.
a lot of times I have to wear pants. I'm forced to be the pants guy for the show.
Wearing pants is overrated, Jack.
Actually, I can just flip my camera down like this. Actually, no, wait, it's not this camera. What's going on? Oh, it's the wrong camera. All right, we are live. We're live, everybody.
All right, on.
Welcome, Modern Cannabis. I don't know what number this is. I forgot to keep track of the numbers, but I wanted to make some announcements before we get into it. There's been some confusion on the little format changes. Nothing's really changed other than our frequency of streams, because weekly streams is a huge commitment, especially at 4 hours per stream. So we're going to be streaming every like 2 to 3 weeks, and then making highlight clips more frequently. And I promise not to publish more than one highlight clip per day, because I know that gets overwhelming with all the YouTube notifications.
Man, I love those clips. What are you talking about?
No, we're still putting them out, but when like 4 of them come out in the same day, people get all those notifications and like, dude, I had to watch this stream, and then they get mad, and then they leave shitty comments like, I hate you, you're not streaming anymore. It's like, but we are streaming. It's just these are different. So just want to clarify on some of that. I also want to say t-shirts are still available on Amazon. Sold 2 of them this week. That was awesome.
Nice.
Those proceeds go directly to covering our costs. Like, we actually incur costs with the podcast, like all the hosting fees and things like that. So supporting us with t-shirts, very helpful, in supporting the modern cannabists. And tonight, our modern cannabists, myself, Troy from 420 Vape Zone, Austin from the Simrail Collection, Jerry, Planet of the Vapes, and our special guest for the evening, Kenny Blankenship from Sticky Brick Labs.
Sticky Bricks.
How you doing, Kenny?
Great. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. We got some giveaways tonight, sponsored by Sticky Brick. We got some very special bricks to give away. Really special.
My favorite thing, giving away things. I love it.
I love it too,
man.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you what. When I got the shipment in to do the engraving, I looked at this leopard wood. I've been woodworking for over 10 years. I've never fucked with leopard wood. I don't know why, but I just haven't. And holy fuck,
leopards are scary.
This stuff is gorgeous. This leopard wood is gorgeous, Kenny.
Dude, it's dope, man.
Thank you.
It's dope.
Is there such a thing as cougar wood?
I've never seen cougar wood.
Maybe if it gets a little older.
Nice.
All right.
It's
All
absolutely
right.
beautiful.
Oh, there we go. Let me spotlight you, Jerry. Jerry's got
Yeah.
Jerry's at the Runt.
Yeah, and this is my first runt, Kenny. I remember when you showed me the runt a while back at a show, and you wanted to give me one. I'm like, dude, hang on, man. I want it to be special. I'll get back to you. And I had no idea this was going to happen, but this is dope, man. These are beautiful. The wood's awesome, and Austin, you nailed it on the engraving, man. This is dope. These things are nice. I mean, look, even that side's pretty. That's awesome. So.
I love how iridescent the wood is. Like I feel like this wood is understated. It's just so gorgeous.
Austin, you want to show off yours, Austin?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Which one? You have the Runt as well?
Yes, sir.
That came out really nice. That engraving looks great.
Yeah, that engraving looks really great.
Yeah, I'm digging it.
I wish we could get a better look at the iridescence. Is that
the camera doesn't do good with those types of things.
Oh my god, it does not do it justice, but it's just fucking it's incredible wood, man.
I have the OG.
Yeah, Kenny, show us
That's
your
what I'm talking about. I love that.
Yeah. That one came out super nice.
Fuck yeah.
It's beautiful.
Love that.
We have Kenny, we match Kenny. So I have the OG as well.
So you guys have the OGs, and then I think Austin and do we have the Runts, and then we're giving away Runts, or how's that working out, man?
Yes, sir. So we've got 2 Runts we're giving away, and we have a Max.
Sweet.
I'll show you the Max. The Max is just fucking. It's so dope,
dude. The Max is my fave. That's what I always use, man. Until I got this Runt. Those things are cool, man.
You know, when I was shopping, like when I was choosing my sticky bricks, I couldn't choose. Like when I was like an early reviewer, I remember I'm like, I need to get a sticky brick. And I remember looking at the lineup and being like, well, I really want the Max, but like the other ones look like the OG looks so fucking awesome. And I was stuck in indecision for like I don't know, it was like, it must have been 6 months. It must have been 6 months. Like I was just sitting there like, I don't know which one to get. And then I didn't get one because of it. And I had to get all of them when I finally.
I couldn't decide, so I just had to get them all.
Clearly, yeah. By looking at your desk, you figured it out, man.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I think we should get this session started. I'm gonna.
Oh, dude, let's run it. You know what? I've not broke in this run. I've literally waited for
and
this
I've
show.
not broke in my OG yet.
Yes.
So
Let's do it.
Couldn't fucking wait. I've been hitting it all day.
Yeah, man. I was gonna say I'm an asshole. I've been vaping on mine.
I was like, fuck that. I've been wanting this run for a while, man.
That's awesome.
I hit mine enough that I already had to change the screen.
That's awesome.
Word. I'm gonna hit it right now. But I have the full lineup in front of me. I have the new flip brick. I have the old flip brick, the little smaller version, which is just as cute, just as functional in my opinion.
I'm glad you have both. That's nice.
Yeah, it's nice having both for the size comparison.
Yeah.
And my pink ivory junior. I'm sorry. I'm
damn, man. You know what's fucking dope, Ken? I'm just gonna get right into it, man. Is the bowls are so big, I can finally get a big ass hit, man. I'm like, yes, that's my size bowl, man. Like, I love it. Do you take it up into the big area above too, or do you? Oh, I love you, man. I can't wait.
You pack it full?
I try not to pack them full, and I wind up always packing too full.
Of course.
That's funny.
I'm
curious. Is there a better way to hit it than another? Like, is one way better than another when hitting a brick? Is there a specific type of?
That's kind of my goal, honestly, is to let you figure it out. I think there's 4 or 5 ways that you can use it. I in the OG, I generally use it in that direction. I have a friend that continually uses it sideways, it swears that way, and uses a giant flame and shoots it over the tube rather than down the tube. And I love that. I like that it's, I don't want to say modular, but you can kind of find your own technique, and that's kind of the fun thing with the manual.
I never thought about that before.
Nice. Oh, that's kind of neat. Well, how do you hit it, Kenny? Like, I mean, most of the time, I know you probably play around with different ones, but what's your go-to?
So I've been infatuated with the Runts since we came out with it. I was a big Max user for a very long time. I like the Hydra tubes. I like using water pipes. So I tend to always go back to the Max. And it's very much like the OG. I still use the straight tube. We've been selling a lot of bent flame intakes for the Max and the OG.
Cool.
I like the straight tube, and I just feel like I have very good control up and down with it. And I love the restrictor disc. I love that we made it more accessible for people, but no restrictor disc for me. I like it wide open.
High five, Kenny.
Right. Man.
I'm glad you said something, because I haven't taken this one out yet.
Yeah, I want to ship it for people that are new to it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I want to make it accessible. In the beginning, we thought it was cool that it took a little technique, but as we grew, I recognized that, it's not people's 3rd or 4th vape anymore. It can be their first vape.
Yeah.
Right.
I recommend it often when people are stuck without a vape that satisfies them. Like when they try all these other vapes and they're like, it just doesn't satisfy me. Before I found the sticky brick, I used to tell those people that, maybe vaping just isn't for you. But since I've discovered the sticky brick and like the fuller, quicker extraction that you can achieve with it, I've been recommending the sticky brick to those people, and a lot of people have been extremely satisfied. They're like, that's exactly what I was looking for.
That's so nice to hear, really. I hesitate to say this. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I feel like it's the closest thing to smoking while still vaping.
It is, and it's a very similar experience, because you're taking a lighter and you're.
It's a very ritualistic thing, and that's what I enjoy the most out of it.
Yeah.
I call them like the bong of vaporizers. If I had to describe a brick, it would just be the bong of vaporizers, because you can get a big ass fucking milky ass hit if you want to. Yeah. You got a big old bowl. You can really, really roast this thing, and it feels very similar. Release your finger from the carb, and it's just like pulling it's just like pulling the fucking bowl. It's so dope.
There were some questions in the live stream chat about how it works. So this is the mouthpiece. You inhale through here. There's a little carb port here. It's like a venting system. The mouthpiece connects down here to this tube, which connects to here. And then all these pieces are held together with magnets. How do they work? You got the bowl piece right here, which is where your weed goes. So it snaps on right there. And then the flame intake is just a straight hole. And you're using the heat, exhaust, and all that air from the torch going down into the intake to convection vaporize your dry herb, whether it's CBD or marijuanas. You're not heating the glass, you're heating the air. And I'm gonna vapor right now.
And I'll join you again.
I have a rule: if I accidentally combust, that I have to dab. So if anybody wants to join me in that rules and regulations tonight.
Yeah, man. I don't expect to do it though, man. I'll tell you what, I combust on everything because I push it, but I played around with this running up this afternoon. I realized my problem is I'm just too goddamn aggressive. And so I backed off, and I think I found my sweet spot, man. I'm fucking balling with this thing. I love it.
I totally just asked a question and was like, damn, I just got ignored. And then I just realized that my shit was on.
You were on mute.
God,
you can't dab.
So the biggest concern I had when, or before trying to brick was, because we are putting a butane flame into the brick, will inhaling butane or any of that be a problem? Kenny, can you elaborate on that a little bit?
So from everything that I've read, the best thing I read was from Cornell University on a study about butane and butane torches. And essentially, if your torch is working properly, it's creating hot H2O vapor. And, I'm 50. I started smoking long ago. I had no clue what was in a Bic lighter. And that is one of the biggest things for me. The most important thing that I've learned is I don't want to pick on Bic, just lighters in general. They'll fill a lighter with anything that is cheap at the time. It'll be a mix of propane, butane, any fuel. And the fact that our torches, or any torch, if you're using butane, burns everything up at about 99%. I should have been using a torch 30 years ago.
Wow. Interesting.
That's why people use hemp wick to get away from the Bics.
Yeah.
Yes. And truth be told, that is the next kind of move for us. It's not the hemp wick thing, but I am very much looking at a different heat source, not electronic. I saw a lot of questions on Instagram, and one of the big questions was, what's in the future for 2020? And that is one of the things that we are looking at I don't want to get away from the torches, and I can't, until we're beta testing, I can't give away the farm, but we are looking at different heat sources to keep it even healthier. That is my number one concern. We don't have glue in the shop. We don't have stain in the shop, no polyurethane. There is no chance of any chemical getting on a sticky brick. And I'm really adamant about that. I did this for health reasons. I have a 10-year-old kid, and that was when I made the switch from smoking to vaporizing. And I stopped smoking cigarettes at the same time, thankfully.
Hell yeah. I'm super intrigued.
That's dope.
Good for you, Kenny. I'm happy to hear that you're still exploring making the product any better than you can. And that hats off, my friend, because that's innovation, man.
From the beginning, that has been the customer has been the driving force. Okay. The junior has probably had 7 or so iterations, not enough for me to call it the junior 2. I don't want to do that. I don't want to try to sell a new product on a name. But we listen to the customers and we make incremental changes continually. And for me, it's very health driven. That is my concern. I am trying to live a healthier lifestyle because I had a child when I was a little bit older, and I want to live a long time for her.
When did you make your first vaporizer?
So So I actually have the first one.
Oh, right on.
And I'll tell you
fucking prepare, man.
So this is the first thing we came up with, and
No.
you can probably appreciate how rough that is. It's just a piece of maple that
I love it.
It looks like my giant make your own Dynavap.
First time I held the torch up and shot it at my nose, I thought that is not a good
I love it.
But it kind of sprung from this stupid little device.
That's great.
We had 2 carb holes on the side. Like, we had a good idea of what we were trying to accomplish, but that was not it for sure.
That's awesome.
So what were you vaping with when you made that?
Original OG brick with the old mouthpiece and everything.
Oh,
and that is about 4 years old. I would say this month, in fact, it's about 4 years old, and I still use it once a week.
look at this, Kenny.
Look at that.
There's not even a logo on it.
Nice.
Yeah, I traded a guy for a Vortex for this thing.
Wow.
Yeah, no logo or anything. I was like, damn, I'll fucking take that thing.
Yeah, that's early, man. Look at those carb holes too. I remember those too.
Glass tube is twice as long. I put a new glass intake tube in mine. Wow. And mine, I don't know if you can see that. Mine has the bricks etched on it. Scratched Glass did that for me.
Oh, that's cool. Dope.
That's cool, man. He's cool.
I still try to use my original OG just for a couple reasons. We offer a lifetime warranty. I want to make sure they work over a lifetime. And cleaning. To me, that's a big thing, is how do you keep them clean? As we added, I don't know if you guys saw, we added the sticky pads, like the mighty
concentrate pad.
Yeah.
And certainly not my idea. I just wanted to offer something else for our devices.
Right.
But that was one of my big thoughts is, you know, if concentrates are going in there, is it cleanable? And I clean a lot, so I'm not going to say, yes, indeed, you can clean it. But mine hits like it's still brand new.
How do you clean your brick, Kenny? What's your routine?
So I went out and bought 200 of the long dental Q-tips.
Love those.
Q-tips.
Yeah.
And hot water, maybe twice a week, something like that on the end of it. And if I really need to get into it, the best thing I could recommend is like the file set from Harbor Freight, $6 for like 20 of these things. And you can get right into the carb hole and really just scrub that thing down and not hurt it in any way. And
so you're eliminating part of the surface with that then?
Yeah, I take some of the surface off.
Oh fuck! And then just go behind it with that Q-tip. And you're cleaning all the dust off and all that shit, and now you're good to go.
Yeah,
fucking genius. I like that.
We recommend that you don't use ISO, and I think Austin would understand this. ISO is going to hurt wood. It's actually going to dry it out.
100%.
Moisturize the wood.
Right.
ISO is going to dry it out a little bit, but you can do it. The only problem with ISO, if you have ISO on this Q-tip and touch the outside of the device, it is going to stain the device. You have to sand it and refinish it. Probably more than the average person can do. So that's really the 2 reasons why we don't recommend ISO. But if you have a steady hand and can get it in the carb hole, you can use ISO.
Do you do anything different or
and spit?
Yeah.
Do you do anything different or additional when you combust in it and you want to get rid of that shit, or same routine?
I use water. I just pop the screen out, burn it down with a torch, and really just use water in there. The water is not going to hurt the wood.
Perfect.
It's because we're heating it up continually. The water is only going to re-moisturize the wood. It's certainly not going to hurt it.
Okay.
Good to know. That's good to know.
Very cool.
And once again, I don't want to toot my own horn. I almost never combust. I got my technique down. So
I just want to say I combust frequently, but I don't look at it as like a whoops thing with the sticky brick. I look at it as like I'm taking the sticky brick to the max sometimes. And sometimes it just fucking happens.
That's it. That's when I do. It's the end of a bowl. It's never the first 2 or 3 hits. It's always the 7th or 8th hit.
When it's super dry.
I think I can get one more out of this.
That's it. That's it.
I'm not the only greedy dude in the room. We're all chasing that last hit and
what I really like
so
about
delicious. It's a delicious vape.
I really like that we can take this off and take this little stir tool and give me a little stir. I like that.
Yeah, I got to get my stir tool out of the box. I threw a toothpick in there just because.
I see the magnet on the OG holding the lighted tweezers. I just love that.
Oh, dude, what do you use the lighted tweezers for?
As a stir stick.
Okay.
It's just to be able, because honestly, the OG is a very deep bowl, so I just use that to stir it so you can see what you're doing.
Okay. I love that it has a little magnet on the side.
I like that.
Super handy.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit the flip.
I love it.
The new flip.
Nice.
And if I'm gonna combust an accident, it's probably gonna be in this one with the hydro tube because I rely on a lot of flavor. Like I rely on taste for my torch control. And
Troy, do you smoke still because you're in a legal state? Do you ever buy pre-rolls or anything?
No, not very rarely. Like every once in a while I will, and I still crave a smoke sometimes socially. Like at Champs, I'll probably end up smoking a joint or a blunt or something somewhere because I still like a social smoke. But
I'll roll it. I hit it once.
I did last year at Champs. One of my guys bought a pre-roll, and I hit it twice and was like, "Hey, that just does not taste very good. I can't."
I always regret it after I smoke. I usually regret it.
Yeah.
Yep. Like I smoked in our I smoked in our smoking versus vaping episode, and then I smoked in our alcohol episode as well. I ended up like smoking bowls of CBD. I think I was doing snaps of CBD.
Yeah,
man.
I remember that. Yeah, that's right. I
remember combusting in my Donna Vap, and I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I just roasted the fuck out of it, and I instantly regretted it, man. I killed the entire bowl because I was just like, fuck it, I'm already here.
Do you remember we did that on purpose?
Yes, that was fucking disgusting and
but
terrible.
It proved the point.
Yeah,
the smoke was still better through the vortex.
Right. I took the cap right off of the Donna Vap and just straight put the flame
lit it
to the
we bowl. All did it.
Yeah,
it was a commitment.
It was insane.
It was a smoking brotherhood.
Yeah, I remember. Oh man, I remember when I used to smoke cigarettes, and now I just like think to myself, why the fuck did I ever do that on purpose?
Yeah,
it's so disgusting.
Because it looked cool. It looked cool and it felt cool.
No, what it did for me is when I was younger and I'd smoke a blunt. I'd smoke a blunt.
Use some fucking headphones.
That's funny because it's side cart. I was wondering what that click was.
Yeah, I done it twice now. It's like dunk. I'm gonna keep bonking my head on the fucking bong. I'm gonna vape this
bowl. I forgot what I was saying.
That's fucking great, man.
Hey, we're how long? Shit, what time is it? Let me see.
Let's give something away.
We're 7:25.
Let's give something away, Austin.
Yeah. How are the giveaways working? Can somebody explain the giveaways?
Yeah, Austin, for sure. So we did a giveaway on Instagram. We asked that you commented a comment. Let us know what you guys want to hear from Modern Cannabis, along with tagging a friend and then reposting. So we got all the names on a spreadsheet. And now I'm going to go to the Google numbers generator right now. Let me put my screen to the side. And I'm going to do a random number generator and let you guys know who won. And we're going to be giving away a runt. I'll show you. This is the runt that we are giving away at this exact moment. Let me go ahead.
You're going to like it. It's dope. I'm hitting it now.
Mm-hmm. This bad boy. We're gonna give her away. And then I'll have to get your address. Make sure you message me on Simrao Collection, and I'll send you this to your house.
That's true, man. If you don't get back to us, we'll just keep it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna have to keep it. All right. Let's see. Let me minimize this screen so I can go ahead and run this. Why is this not wanting to do it?
You're running the generator.
Here we go. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm going to run the number generator. We've got the numbers up. We've got number generator. We had 164 entries. So I'm going to go ahead and put the number generator from 1 to 164. We're going to generate it. Should we generate it once or generate it 3 times and the third one's the charm? What do you want to do?
I like once, man, because then the first 2 are ripoffs, man.
Once? Okay, cool. Man. Run it, generate. Let's see. Oh, we're laggy a little bit. Okay, 93. Let me go to my deal here. 93 is vaped to space, VAPED to space. Send me a message on Simrao Collection. Give me your address. I will get this thing shipped out to you ASAP.
Congratulations, vape to space. Ding, 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 man. You just got a dope vape. Kenny hooked you up, man. These things are sweet. Man, killer vape.
Literally, it's my pleasure. I love doing these giveaways.
Yeah, man, this is awesome.
Are you here? Vape to space. Are you here? Where you at? I hope to God you're here.
I don't know, man. I see Scott out there. What's up, bud?
So Xavier,
I don't think so.
I packed the OG.
Say, I'm here. I'm here. If you're here.
I don't think he is, man.
Oh, fuck. God damn it.
There we go.
What's up, Days? Good to see you out there, Days.
Days Vapor in the house.
Summer, man. Yeah.
RC in the house. Session Create in the house. Southbound.
That's
Lots
right.
of the regular bass drop keys.
V goodies.
Bass drop
Bing's
in
buttery.
there.
Oh shit. Bass drop here too.
V goodies.
He ain't here. Reroll.
Hey, goodies.
Bass drop keys got his sticky brick. He made a video for it.
Yeah, vape to space won this one. We're also gonna give away one during this stream. So we still got that, and then we're gonna give away another one on YouTube. So we're still good. We're still good to go. Oh, did you combust, Troy?
Yeah. Okay. I had a little combustion incident.
I like what you're doing there.
What happened? What is the restrictor disc in here? What's going on? No.
Yeah, Sammy, DM him and say, hey, get the fuck to the stream.
All right, so here's my combustion dab.
Fuck
I apologize for combusting so early. It's 29 minutes into the podcast and I already combusted.
That's it?
I'm so sorry,
Man,
Kenny.
can I do one with you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, let me do a dab with you, man. Hang on. I don't mind that you combusted.
Yeah, all right, so
I shouldn't have chosen the flip brick second. The flip brick is still the most challenging.
It is for sure.
My shit go, man. Oh, there it is.
And,
I feel like we really helped out. Longer intake, a little bigger unit, but water inherently, I think.
It takes all the coolness.
Exactly. So it's just a lot of volume you're pulling through it.
Yeah. It's the vapor to lung distance is much further.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of really, time.
Flip is I wanted that under $100 price point. That was really important to me to offer something cheaper.
Right. Right.
So, it is what it is, I guess.
Xavier, absolutely.
We're gonna talk at Champs, Kenny. I've been making an effort. Jerry inspired me, actually. Jerry inspired me over the last few months to get more involved with my vape geekery, and I have a vape notebook, and there's actually some pages in there for you. Like I'm gonna open these pages up for like they're yours. Like I have some things that maybe you can use. Maybe you don't like them. I don't know, but they're for you.
Between you, Jerry, and Randy, puff it up. There's nobody else I want to hear. I mean, I want to hear from everybody, but some voices have greater
resonance.
Sorry,
right.
Else.
I know what you mean. Jerry, are you ready for your dab?
Hell yeah, man! I've been working hard over here on my load it in 10 seconds switch.
The people get in what's the word I'm looking for?
What's up, Tony B?
All right,
I'm ready.
Fuck it. You guys run the dabs, and me and Kenny will run the bricks.
There you go, man. We're all paying for you, Troy. Let's go.
Fucking running it.
I'm dabbing with the Rio.
All right, man. I'm switching it up. I love doing my dab.
I haven't had a Rio dab in over a week, so this is my first real dab.
Dude, we're recording. Love it.
Oh, that tastes so good.
Kenny, man, how'd you get into vaping?
The first vape that I DIY'd, honestly, was a branding iron taken apart with a dimmer switch from Home Depot. And we kind of messed around with that. And eventually plastic started to melt and thought, oh, that's no good.
That's hilarious, man.
And then about 10-ish years later, I'm guessing about 2007, I got like a Vapor Brothers style. I don't think it was actually the Vapor Brothers, but one of those knockoffs. And enjoyed it, but it didn't hit me until I got an e-nano.
Right.
And the e-nano just like, wow. And that 100% converted me. Literally overnight, I went from smoking every day to vaping every day and never looking back.
And when was this?
I would say 6-7 years ago, 2011, 2012, maybe. Something
Far
like
out, man. 2011. That's yeah. So your kid was just born. You were looking for a healthy. Yeah, that's right, man. That's cool.
It was the child, having a 2 or 3 year old in the house.
Yeah.
not wanting smoke residue in the house and stuff like that was part of it. I was a stay-at-home dad for 2 years, so that was a big part of it. And it helps conserve. It tastes better. I remember the first time I hit the e-nano, I thought, damn, now that tastes like how it smells.
Yeah, right on. And that thing's efficient too, man. So
I had a chance to meet Andy at Champs last year, and it was one of the highlights of the show, just to tell him, hey, you know, your vape converted me.
That's
I was there for that moment.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was cool. And Andy's a good dude.
Truthfully, that has been the highlight of this whole thing. We're almost 4 years in June 1st will be 4 years. Going to Champs and getting to meet these people and like, oh, I know Sticky Brick. That was shocking to me. That is, I think we're a small company. I'm not some big company.
Right.
And that was just meeting Eric from
Boundless.
From Boundless, thank you. And Andy and all these people that knew the brand or knew my device. It was shocking to me. That was not at all what I expect. And cool. It was just beyond flattering and kind of mind-blowing, to be honest. I was not prepared for that.
That's awesome, man.
Andy was a highlight. That one of the first things I did before I got into the Sticky Brick thing, I was making e-nano stands. My only, I don't want to say complaint, but issue with the e-nano is the cord kind of pulled the vape off the table. So I was making fancy wood stands for the e-nano, and that kind of inspired this whole thing.
That's dope, man. I love that you got the whole e-no history behind it and all that.
The second vape I got was the Riser Air, and I like that. That thing tastes really good.
Yeah,
it's eat up time. But for my second real vape, I would say I was very impressed with that thing, and that kind of pushed the whole thing.
How'd you get into butane? What was your first butane vape, or how'd that happen?
I saw a video, I think on FC, maybe. I think it was Fuck Combustion that I saw something. And I didn't, honestly. I did not get into butane. I thought I just quit smoking. Why the hell do I want to do something that looks like smoking to me? Right. And I had no idea. And, mad props to Tommy. That's all I can say. Just mad props to that dude. I really, everybody, I know there's other people out there doing what I do. It's great. I think that just says something about this market. Everybody owes that dude 100%. That's, he set the course. And I think these things are just incredible now.
Yeah, that one, you're right, man. That kind of got a lot of people stoked on it. That's true, man. And I was stoked to see the Brick really carry the torch and not just do that, but then fucking blow it out, man. The stuff you're putting out is just next level, man. It's just, you really have
it's such a dramatic change for me. I was a cabinet maker for years and years and years. My whole family, my table saw in my shop, I finally bought a new one, but my old table saw was from 1976. My dad gave it to me. And I just come from a carpenter or general contractor family. And I think it's a wonderful industry, but I was sick of bidding on jobs and just the whole thing. I love building. I didn't like the business part.
Right.
The fact
that's a common thing. I hear a lot.
Yeah, it's great. I love building. One of the highlights of doing this is, and now I took all my money that we've ever made and invested it into my shop and bought new tools. And, this is a family business and self-funded. So the fact that I have this table saw that I've dreamed about for 20 years now, that it's actually mine. Austin and I talked about that the other day, that I finally have this dream power saw and I get to go over and build anything that pops into my mind. That is the single best thing.
Dude, I bought a bandsaw the other day. Not a fancy bandsaw, but just a bandsaw. And I was so fucking excited. And I was just like, fuck yes. Because now I could cut bigger pieces of fucking wood. So now I can it's like those small little things, especially when you're a maker, like me and you are, Kenny. It allows us to really take the ideas we have and just go fucking do it. And it's a
new creative tool.
Yeah, there's literally and I'm sure other people can relate on whatever feels their passion.
Everything has it, whether it's getting a new brand of markers or a new type of markers or paints or mediums.
It's the same thing.
Even a new vape,
Photoshop or something. It's all the same. I agree, Troy. It's
when I get a new vape to dive into, that's something different for me. That's a whole new thing for me. Like other people are like, I like it, I don't like it. Like even if I don't like it, I'm excited to get it and fuck with it, even if it sucks. You know?
Yeah, I'm with you. I love it. I probably own 40 or 50 vapes because it's that. I love I love the industry. I can't believe I get to be in this industry. That is one of my favorite things in this whole thing. I am doing something I love, and I can't believe it. To this day, I still can't believe that I get to do what I do.
I'm with you, man. I sometimes I'm still in shock. Sometimes I'm still programmed the opposite way. Like I have to remind myself, like, holy shit, this is amazing. I have to remember that, it's such an opportunity.
When we started, I thought I was going to sell maybe 20. I thought it was going to be a hobby business. I was totally doing the cabinets, did not plan on switching. Like, this is not a plan at all. I almost came to market backwards. And like, I didn't have packaging. I didn't have any plan. The first time we packaged, in fact, Randy from Puff It Up, when he saw it, ordered 50 of them.
I remember.
And we packaged in my living room on the floor. I had no idea how much bubble wrap we were I bought like 6 bubble wrap, and my 4-year-old throwing it around.
Yes.
And I'm trying to wrap these things up for retail.
Yes. Fantastic.
Dude, it's so amazing.
And then just to come to this, it's mind blowing. 4 years in, and I'm still like, I can't believe this is what I'm doing.
It's amazing how fast too, man. I just keep smiling.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Do, man, is keep smiling.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I gotta say, Jerry, I remember when you wrote me, you have one of the first Maxes from the first batch of Maxes that we ever made.
This one right here
for a hurricane.
This one right here.
This one.
I remember you texting me and saying, man, I took the Max when I had to leave the house because it had everything in it.
Yeah, dude, it was great, man. We were it was the worst hurricane in forever, and it actually did a direct almost hit. It swept right by, and we had some things going wrong. A long story short is we got stuck on the island and couldn't get off. And we found out that right down the street, 3 blocks from here, this monster hotel that, all the neighbors that were stuck were going down there because it's like a bunker and renting rooms. And I'm like, sweet, what a great thing to do. So we went down there and went down there just before the storm hit, spent the night and then we went right back home, and it was perfect. But yeah, man, I was like survival gear, and I had vapes charged up and all this shit. And at the end of the day, I was like, I'm not taking all this stuff down. I'm just going to grab this, man. It's got everything, man. And it was awesome, man. I do remember telling you, I was like, Kenny, man, I could only grab one vape when the hurricane hit, and this was it.
I remember that text, man. I was you don't know how flattered I was with just that little, to you, it was just like, yeah, I'm taking this thing. I just wanted you to know. But to me, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
This thing is dope. It's got for anybody that's watching and asking, I know there's a couple people asked what this was. This is the Max. This is the inside of the Max. It's got that cover deal. It's somewhere not next to me because it's uncovered. But anyways, it's got a spot for flour.
There's the cover.
Right. Boom. Just like that. Boom. See, that's what happens when you rock with the man who makes the fucking things.
Right. I didn't grab my cover either. Damn.
Right. and then you've got
so disappointed in myself.
You take the glass goes in here, and then you got the cover right over top of it, and then it comes with this bad boy, this big old boy, like a OG, and you get the whippy whip, and it just so happens the Vortex fits on a mouthpiece. So
killer glass mouthpiece, by the way. I don't know where mine is because I use it. I put it on everything. I love that mouthpiece, man. It's a really cool big bore, and it's
beefy
millimeter. I like it a lot, man.
It's beefy. That's one thing that I am impressed with, Kenny, is how thick this glass is. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see this, but we've got some thick fucking glass here.
We buy the thickest glass we can. It's Cymax from Germany. We buy it from Mountain Glass in Asheville, and we have our own glass blower. And that has been a huge thing for us. I have China glass. I have no issue with China. I don't want anybody to think that I'm railing on China glass, but I want to buy and support local. The stainless that we have in it, I know the person that rolls the stainless. It is everything in the device that I can buy within 50 miles of me, we do. And really, the only things we cannot get in America or local are the torch and the O-rings. And it's just, from everything that I've learned, there's about 6 factories in either India or China to get torches. So it's not even an option to buy a torch in America.
What about the O-rings? That's funny. We're not doing those in the old USA.
Yeah.
We're above O-rings. No way.
That's funny.
I'm making O-rings. Fuck that.
Funny.
We're tired of all the O-ring jokes.
I love the mentality, Kenny. I tell you what. I mean, we had a conversation. I remember we were supposed to link. We were supposed to talk about this for like not long, or our original link, and then we fucking talked for like 4 fucking hours. It was absolutely amazing because you just think so much like me. It's so awesome. It's so awesome. I like that you like to source things local too, because that's huge. That's big for me as well.
For me, especially in a town of 2,000 people, we live in a super small town out in the mountains. For me, I literally see the effect of my money when I spend local, and that is why it is so important to me. I am affecting people I know and families I know, and this whole thing. I mean, we have at the moment we have 6 employees. We kind of float between 6 and 8 or so. Everybody has families, and that stuff is very important to me. And we qualified for fair pay recently. Everybody in the company in North Carolina, $13.13 an hour is considered a living wage. Everybody in my company makes $14 an hour or more. And I insist on that. I really, I'm not trying to make a political statement. I just believe what is fair is paying people real living wage.
Right.
Yeah, people want to live, man.
And it goes to the glass. That is why we choose to do American glass. I know it's expensive. I comparatively, I know that our $179 hydro tubes are expensive. I know this.
One thing I noticed. Sorry to interrupt.
No.
But on how you're treating your employees, I met a bunch of your employees because you brought a bunch of people to the show, and I talked to all of them. I talked to every single one of them at that show while waiting to talk to you because you're a busy man. And every single person I talked to showed passion towards the company. Like they were like they weren't just like doing their job. They were into it. They loved the company. They were in there talking to me as the company, and they were fully committed. It was amazing to see.
You guys did that episode about passion a month ago or so, and that episode just really stuck with me and caught me, and that's why I do what I do. I don't, it's not the money. I would be doing cabinets if it was about the money, to be quite honest. It is about happiness and doing something that I'm passionate about. My quest in life is happiness. Leave this world a better place and be happy. And I'm trying to teach my daughter that, and that is the single most important thing to me. And I try to treat my employees like I treat the customers. It is my pleasure to do customer service the way we do customer service. I really enjoy it and embrace it and want people to be happy. That part of the inspiration of how we package or what we include is, what do I want when I open a new product? And I want to be treated with respect. If something is wrong, I just give me a little attention. That's all. I'm not asking for free things or bend over backwards for me. And I don't want to pick out particular companies, but when I call Verizon and complain about my phone, they're like tough, they don't care. Yeah. And I will never be like that. And that's how I try to treat my employees. One of the things we do, we have a about 2,400 square foot shop. Every Thursday, we have a 40-foot cornhole board. Cornhole course.
Oh fuck!
Every Thursday,
Jerry.
I'm in. Play cornhole.
We will. Jerry and I will show up and we will have a cornhole tournament.
Let's do it.
We will have a day of cornholing and grilling.
Yeah. Okay. This
sounds dope.
I can drive.
I have some cornhole trophies, just so you know. Like I am a championship cornholer.
I'm not bad, Troy. So we're gonna have to hook that up, buddy.
And so the company I used to work with had a very similar culture, and that's why I recognized the passion in your employees and in your Sticky Brick family. And we used to have game days, and cornhole was one of the recurring ones. We had a monthly game day, and about twice a year we'd have a cornhole tournament, all the employees, and I won that multiple times. That's awesome, man.
It's huge. I want people to know that they're appreciated. I couldn't do this without the employees. I don't ever want them to think otherwise. You have to surround yourself with good people and recognize your own weaknesses.
I love that. I want to have employees again, under myself, not as a different company this time, but for like 420 Vape Zone or whatever my other projects are. And just so I can do that, just so I can find people that are passionate about the industry and passionate about vapes, and get them involved and get them to work with me to do things like that. That's what I want to do. Like that, I get incredible satisfaction from that.
You got to meet my lead guy, Joe, at Vegas, the dude with the dreads, the older guy.
Oh yeah,
he's been with me for 14 years. He built cabinets with me. For a little while, I was doing trim and things like that. And he learned how to do trim. He just rock solid guy. And I feel like I answer to him, and that's a funny way I write the checks, but I feel like I answer to him, and I think it's a good way to approach employees, and it keeps me very grounded and understanding.
You know what I found out? When you're the boss, everybody is your boss. The customer is your boss. The worker, the employee is your boss. You don't being an employee has a lot less stress. You have just one person to answer to. There's somebody superior, and you got to do whatever they say or whatever. But when you have customers, you work for every single one of those people, and that's how I take it as well. That's why customer service for me is incredibly important, because if you just treat people like their money or just treat people like a transaction, you're never going to fucking get anywhere. That's not how I like to be treated, So I look at it like that. Every person who contacts me, how can I assist you? How can I serve you and make sure you have an enjoyable experience through this entire process?
Honestly, it's all I have. Our Champs is my entire advertising budget for the year. So it's if I don't perform for the customers, then what am I going to have? Nothing, and I love it. That's the best part, is that this transition that I've had from the shop to customer service has been wonderful. Glass breaks. You ship glass, it's going to break. Yeah. And what I've really learned is it doesn't matter if you respond to their email in an hour or under, whatever it is, and give them respect. People don't care. They want to be treated like a good human. That's it. Right. And that's a very pleasurable thing to discover. And I feel like I'm such a more positive person because of this business. And the way I've interacted with people and the way people interact with me, it's really taught me a lot about humans.
You seem very mindful, especially around your positivity and your daily up. What's your routine like? What do you do?
Good question.
We're not a big TV family. Let me just say that, especially with a 10-year-old, it's easy to fall into that iPad, TV thing. So we spend a lot of time talking, and nice. To me, that is a huge part of mindfulness. My wife and I have been together. In another month, we'll have been together for 23 years. And I don't hear enough people say that, actually. Right. And I think that's the biggest contributing factor, is that we talk a lot and we share our feelings. And to me, that is the best part of life, is that I have somebody I trust so much that I can just share anything that pops into my mind. So I would say that is my mindfulness. And that, and going back to what I said previously, I want to be treated, when I spend $150 on something, I want to be treated decently. Mm-hmm. So I want to make sure that I do that to people.
Mm-hmm.
that is very important to me. It's easy to look at 150 bucks, whatever. That's 150 bucks. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, man.
100%. 100%.
Wow.
It's really, I just want to treat people nice, and I get a lot of pleasure from it. I will admit that that's a bit of a narcissistic thing, I think, or a greedy thing, because I derive pleasure from it. But
no, not at all. Not at all.
I feel like that's the best.
Thank you.
That's the best.
That's the opposite. Trust me.
That's the best form of greedy.
Yeah,
in my opinion. Like if somebody's like, I'm greedy, and like I'm greedy to people's satisfaction.
Yeah, like
what the fuck you gonna say to that?
Help people.
Hell yeah,
Kenny. What I love about you, dude, is I truly believe you're genuine and you're consistent. I mean, since the first time I met you at that show, I don't know, was that 3 or 4 years ago, whatever.
Yeah.
When you were all by yourself, and every time we were talking, it took away from you making a sale, and you couldn't stop talking to me, and I couldn't stop talking to you because we kept talking about family.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, this guy's legit. And every time I talk to you, that always comes up, man. Like you're for real, man, and you're for real about the right stuff. And that's why I'm stoked to see what's happening with your business, and it's no doubt that your employees feel the way they do. And yeah, man, it's no surprise that it's flourishing, man. You're a great guy, and that's a great energy, man. I'm stoked for you.
I really appreciate that, Jerry. You don't know, because I knew you right away from Fuck Combustion before I ever started the Sticky Bricks. I knew who you were. The fact that I got to meet you, and then the first time we talked in Denver, I felt like this dude is my brother. Man, it's like I could have talked to you all night. And,
yeah, man. Same
coming
here.
from you, that's such an awesome compliment. Thank you.
You're great, man. I appreciate you coming on the show, because it's always a pleasure talking to you, man. It's a lot of fun.
I love it. I you know what, going back to your show about passion, that show just really just spoke to me so much. That is what I am trying to do, and trying to represent to my daughter, and that is the most important thing to me.
That's my most important.
I'm not trying to tell her things. I'm trying to teach her things, and
I admire
representing that. And Austin said this before. We all have bosses. I just had that discussion today with my daughter. She thinks it's my business. I don't answer to any. Like, we all answer to somebody.
Right.
Everybody answers to somebody.
Right.
That's right, man.
For sure. I'm gonna tell you what. One of the biggest things, because of that exact reason, for me personally, it took. I went probably a little over a year without taking a day off, because when I would do a custom thing for somebody, I've got somebody's money, which means I need to make sure that what they paid me for gets done. Like, I could not physically take a day off and not do something work related to yes, take care of this customer, because I felt guilty. I'm like I got to get this done. Like, it's work. I got to get done. I'm already paid. Like I got to get this thing fucking done and sent out. And I do work for myself. You know, I could take the entire weekend off and fucking take fucking Monday off. Like, fuck Mondays. Let me start the week with Tuesday. I sure as fuck could do that, but I don't.
That's
you know,
weird, man.
Hey, listen, man. Along those lines of answering to somebody,
yes,
guys in the chat were mentioning it's time to give something away, and why not, man? It's been an hour. Kenny, you remember? We don't have to say what we're doing. Why don't you just announce who the winner of the next one is, and Austin can show them what it is. You don't have to talk about what or why we're doing it. You can just announce it.
Okay, let's see. Let me put on my reading glasses. Sorry, as I get older, I need.
There you go, guys. There you go.
I love it.
So anyhow, guys, you have to be here in the chat, live on the show, and that's all we're gonna say. But he's gonna announce that in a minute. And yeah, I don't know how long the drum roll. It looks like Austin's doing the drum bubble roll up there, the bubble roll.
Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Okay, Dazed Vapor.
Dazed Vapor, get the fuck out of here. That's awesome, man.
Yes, my man, Dazed Vapor. Hell
Show him what he's won, Austin.
Right, my man, you're gonna get the Max Boy, or how about this? You can choose.
Is he in the house? He's been here all day. He's always in here, right? You still in here, Dazed Vapor? I haven't seen him pop up since my house.
Dazed Vapor, come on down.
That's right. Do you want the runt?
I scrolled a little. I don't know if he's still in there.
Do you want the Runt?
Do you want the max? Do you want
or do you want the max?
Do you want the max?
There he is.
Oh, there he is. Hell yeah, Days Vapor.
Come on, Days.
Boom. Do you want the max or do you want the Runt?
Which
do you
one?
want the max or do you want the Runt? Either way, it's yours, buddy. Just send me your address. Actually, I might already.
We should know now because then you'll know what the third one is.
Yeah, because the third one is the third giveaway.
You're on the clock, buddy.
Yeah,
You're on
buddy.
Clock. Start typing, Days.
Tell me. I already got the Runt, so
Max it
please.
is.
I got
right
you.
on, man.
Okay. Here is what you will be getting.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Boom. Dope-ish.
That's a beautiful unit. Beautiful unit.
Very
got
good,
material.
man.
His name in the chat pop up. Can I show you guys something?
Yeah.
So I saw we had a customer and he did some laser engraving on a Max that he bought. And I wrote him and said, damn, that's beautiful. So KC 3D Customs is his name on Instagram. And so look what he's making for us.
Those are
right.
Rad.
That's dope.
That's all his design.
Let me spotlight that. Let me do that.
He's into geometries. Does he do a lot of that stuff, man?
Yeah, so I have a couple I'll show you.
Oh, I love it, man. I love it.
Hell yeah.
That's a Babinga. And then this is the maple.
Whoa.
This guy,
That's crazy.
Dude,
Right? All his original art.
Man.
God damn it. Now, KC, I got to know what laser engraver you're using because you're sure as fuck not using a K40. I'll tell you that right now.
It's not a K. That's what I thought. It's not a K.
Yeah, it's not a fucking K40, not a shot.
And then he did a different design for the Runt.
Oh, that's nasty.
Man, he's
Right.
crushing it.
I like it, dude.
Can you do all over?
And then we have the Junior.
Oh,
Right.
man, that looks like a crop oval. That's cool.
Hell yeah.
Right, and then he did around the air intake.
Ooh, I
that's
like that.
cool.
I like
Yeah,
around the
that's
air intake
wicked,
a lot.
man.
And so
Yeah.
we didn't do both sides, but he could do both sides. You know,
I like that. Hey, Kenny, show off your shirt for a second. You're spotlighted. Somebody said nice shirt.
Right?
I like it. Hell yeah.
Edge to edge. Cam, Casey.
Hell yeah.
I love it,
I have
man.
my own shirt that I was going to give away later tonight. So.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, badass.
Man, dude, he just keeps giving. He just keeps giving. There'll be nothing on the
Is
wall.
it a size?
in the
Is it
morning.
a size extra large? Because that's what I wear.
I get so many questions when I wear that shirt. They're like, what's that? And I'm like, oh, you should look it up on the internet.
Nice.
Actually, I don't wear it anymore because I got paint all over it. I had a painting accident.
What color?
Blue
Not
on
bad.
a white shirt.
Could be worse.
It's a blue handprint.
Oh, dude,
Fire.
that's a design right there.
Yeah, can be, can be. But people often ask me if I'm a bricklayer.
That's
There's
awesome.
like paint, and then there's like bricks all over the front. Like, oh, you're a bricklayer?
That's great.
So
Yeah.
we have
Somebody mentioned
I'm
your
getting new
hand.
shirts this year for champs. So tell me what you guys think. Hit by a brick. Is that better than get sticky?
Yeah, I like
I
it.
think so too.
I like them both, but yeah,
I do
hit by a
too.
brick hit by a brick is
It's
good
more-
because it does hit.
more
It
contextual.
addresses the-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had somebody came up to me at the booth champs last year, a woman, and said something about get sticky, and she felt like,
Yeah.
you know,
Wherever her mind goes is not your fault.
It would.
I understand that. But
Alex-
I have a daughter. We have three
Okay.
women that work in the shop. You
Okay.
know, that stuff is very important to me. So I'm, you know, I agree. You can offend anybody with anything. So,
Yeah.
you know, but hit by a brick. And I'm not gonna lie, I like Jethro Tull, and it reminds me of Thick as a Brick. So
Right on, man.
I mean, I tend to think at least 60% of people would think of ejaculate when they hear get sticky.
yeah.
I
I understood where she was coming from. And honestly, Get Sticky came from FC, I believe. Somebody suggested it.
Yeah.
And I am no marketing person. That is one thing I've learned over 4 years. I am not a very good marketing person.
Getting bricky with it. That's what I'm doing. I'm
Getting bricky with it.
That's I'm up to.
Kenny, what's your favorite brick?
Well, I have about 12 runts at home. I have this disease of like seeing a really nice one and thinking, oh, I got to take that. So I must have 30 or 40 of these damn things.
That's what Randy has the exact same disease, but he has it with juniors. Randy has like a junior collection.
Yeah.
And he said the same fucking thing. He's like, they come into through the warehouse and he goes, fuck. And then he puts it into his office.
Wait till he finds out he's been getting seconds the whole time.
You have one of 3 pink.
What's that?
Ivories.
Oh, the pink. How many pink ivories are there?
3.
3.
3 out in the wild. Yep.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you what, Troy. I don't even think you understand. Like, let me tell you what that means. Okay. I love pink ivory. One of my favorite woods, especially paired with blackwood. It is so fucking hard to get pink ivory. That's a combustion, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You distracted me.
Sorry.
I had like 40 ideas.
You tell
me. Yeah, pink ivory is hard to come by.
My runt even
so hard. If it for it to be pink, it's got to like because there's pink ivory that's got fucking orange in it. Then it gets dark, it looks like shit. But to get a really nice, gorgeous fucking pink ivory, that's just hard.
This thing is so smooth. When I first got it, I'm like, man, is it treated with something to make it feel like plastic? Because it's almost plasticky. But no, man, it's just the wood. It's amazing. It's so smooth.
We sand out to 400. I think a lot of shops, especially cabinet shops, don't even go to 220 because it tends to shed the finish. So they finish at 180 or something. But we do 180, 220, 330 or 320 out to 440 or 400. And it just depends on what sandpaper we have in the shop at the time. But that's really important to me. I want it to feel like glass, and it's going to sustain it by sealing the pores of the wood like that. It's going to make it a longer lasting piece. And I gotta say, I was pretty worried about the lifetime warranty, which we started from day one. We felt like we're making a quality product. We can offer a lifetime warranty. That weighed on me the first 6 months, I'll be honest. Right. We have had so few warranty claims. It is shocking. It is always glass. Rarely, I bet we've replaced 3 total units in 4 years for cracking or some, issue like that. It's always the glass, and that I completely understand. Stuff happens. It's glass.
I have a fractal unit as well.
Oh, that fucker's dope.
So now that he's pulling that out, I
love that.
I have the 30 Runts at home, but the Max is kind of my daily driver, actually. The Max, let me grab the Max with this recycler hydro tube.
Ooh.
I just love it. I love it. I love it.
That's gorgeous, dude. Bring it closer. Bring it closer. Bring it closer.
That scares the shit out of me with a hydro brick Max.
I don't know if you can the brick.
Let me spotlight that. Let me spotlight that.
I love the brick and the recycler. Oh my Lanta. Please don't break it on the stream.
Yeah.
I'd be so sad.
Yeah.
That would totally ruin Austin's boner.
So nasty.
Yeah. I love that. That setup is for 2 years, a year and a half has been my favorite.
Dude, that is dope, man. That is
dope as like fuck. Nice. God damn it, Kenny.
Designing the glass.
Nice collection.
I tell you guys, having my own glass blower, that has just been so much fun.
Yeah, nice, man.
That's fucking dope, man. Does your glass blower do the sandblasting design, or do you send that out?
Yeah.
Fucking A.
He has about 25 years of experience. I'll give him a shout out. Aaron Galloway at Galloway Glass. He is
whoa.
I feel like
I've heard of him. I've heard about Galloway Glass before.
He's been in Asheville for a good 20 years, I think. And he's just such a good guy, and he just does excellent work.
Nice.
Hell yeah. That's fucking
and anything I bring him the worst draw. I'm not a good drawer, I'll tell you that.
That's amazing.
I bring him the worst drawings and he turns it into that. I mean, I kind of told him what I wanted and made this little stick figure sketch.
So you designed that and he made it.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Designed loosely, right? Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I like this fucking thing. This is like my favorite little bubbler.
That's pretty cool, man.
It's so perfect for the junior. The junior's my favorite brick.
Do you have one of those for the Runt? Does that go in the Runt too?
Runt also fits in the Runt.
Yeah, very cool.
Also fits in the Runt. Sorry.
I'll show you. It fits the edge too.
Yeah.
Oh, does it?
Zach just sent me the edge. Actually, I just got it yesterday.
The one.
Oh, so the one that I have.
It doesn't fit the one.
Or no, it doesn't?
No.
Maybe no. Oh, it's the other way around. I'm sorry. The cheap one from the one and the edge fit the Runt and the junior.
Other
so
way.
You're saying
I can put a bubbler on top of this like that.
But
you're saying this? You're saying this works with the
I don't know about that
in
one,
the
but
run.
Stick that in the top of the run.
Like the one that was shaped like this.
Yeah.
I don't know if that one will.
That way, they're all the same. They're all 12 millimeters. So yeah, stick it in there.
Yeah, it should fit then.
The down stems are all 12 millimeters.
This is a little,
and that's why, because ours are a half
sloppy.
inch.
Yeah, it's a little loose.
Yours are a half inch, you said?
Yeah.
We're 12.7 millimeter.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what you got.
That's Dymax comes. I want to stick with the thick glass, and that's they do half inch at 12.7 millimeter.
Although I forgot I got this. I got a lot of variants at first, man. I bet you I've got some 12.7s around here because it took me a while to get them to look. I wanted it 12. And then we finally got them to, get within like 0.2 on either side was as close as I could get them to fucking commit.
I have to do my penalty dab here.
Do your penalty dab?
Oh, is it time for dabs again? Right.
Well, if there's anything important I need to say, I better say it now because that last dab had me really
that was
high for like, I don't know, it felt like
so what,
3 hours.
What else gets your reach test right now? If you're gonna vape and you're like, I don't really feel like hitting the brick, what are you gonna run?
So let me show you my little setup here because I always have a key for everything. and this is also family related because I have a daughter that is a little too nosy. I'd like to have locking cases around.
Hell yeah.
And be a responsible parent,
yeah. Fuck. Actually, I'm gonna fucking write that down.
So what I have in my case here is the one.
Oh, awesome.
Which I found I've been reaching for quite a bit lately. I keep my Dynapack in here from Austin.
Yeah.
And AVB grinder, and I'm ready to go. So I like having this little case.
That's dope.
Man, so I'm working on an adapter I'm gonna have to send you, man, because if you keep those next to each other anyways, you can use your vortex with your one. So you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
I like it.
Yeah, I'll have to send you one of those.
He's got to have one of those. Those are dope.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm using that. I use the Cyanora a little bit.
Yeah.
What's that? What's the Cyanora?
Extracts.
Okay.
Concentrate.
It's which is I made a trade with them actually when they were very new, and it's quick and subtle, and that's, as a parent, that's what I need.
Yeah.
So that I always go back to the Mighty.
Yeah, gotta have the Mighty.
The Mighty is just incredible. It deserves all the accolades that it gets. It's incredible. Recently, I think back on Black Friday, in fact, somebody traded me a sticky brick for a flower pot. And
wow.
I like the flower pot, but damn, does it get hot. It seems a little dangerous. Once again, in a family house, it just seems a little dangerous.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's not one you want to be leaving on the coffee table.
Yeah, and you almost have to leave it sit for 10 minutes. That's my only issue, is it just everything about it gets so hot, even when you're done, you gotta wait. And if you have a sick child running out of a room, it's not copacetic to have it sitting on the table.
Yeah, you got a little while.
Do you have an induction heater, Kenny?
I don't. I that's something I should build. I think Troy, were you using one on your own Instagram live the other day?
I was using one that was made by JoJo, who's a
I really like that one.
I like that one a lot. I like it a lot.
That was a nice one. So I would certainly buy it, but I'm a tinkerer, so I want to build. You should
build your own. Just it would be a fucking dope ass project for one. 2, you made it yourself, so it has a little more meaning. Yeah. But I was just thinking, because you've got your daughter running around. I mean, if you really want to just snag a couple hits, just fucking induction heater, boom, put it away. That's all she wrote. Nobody knows nothing.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
I really, honestly, I've been enjoying the Vortex at home. It's quick. We heat our house with a wood burning stove.
Okay.
And so I always have a torch sitting around somewhere.
Okay.
And
convenient.
So to me, it's super convenient and quick. I like it.
Hell yeah.
That stem is awesome, bro. I'm so happy you sent me that.
Thanks, man.
I love it.
I'm glad you like it. I got to get you something that's handmade though, because since you appreciate woodworking, you know, I know if whatever I made you, you would appreciate it. You know, especially because I've got some Honduran rosewood burl, Kenny, that's just so fucking immaculate. I've literally like it's finished as the block, and I just won't fucking touch it. It's just like it's so gorgeous. I don't even want to fucking touch it. I get like obsessive about wood. Haha. I deal with it all the time. But I'm real weird about my wood, man. Like it's a weird thing. I hope you choke on that, motherfucker. I love you, buddy.
Well, the one you set up as a softball, expecting somebody to make a joke, was too easy. Yeah. But then the second one, I get weird with my wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went to dabs. They went to wood.
Yeah. I'm just gonna throw that out.
I'm gonna run the brick, or I'm gonna run the.
Let me finish my dab, and then before the
mighty,
vape a mighty together.
Is this the mighty moment where we're all gonna vape on the mighty?
Ooh.
Yeah. I love my mighty.
The mighty moment. Okay.
Right. I took it with me for my sunrise this morning.
In the chat, please. I saw that. That was beautiful. Feel free to grab your mighty. It's time to have a mighty moment.
Yes.
Mighty moments with Troy.
And that was my combustion dab number 2, by the way. Damn.
That's okay. You'll get a free pass with the mighty. Because you ain't gotta worry about
it. Yeah.
Do you Kenny, have you ever do you ever experiment with temp stepping?
Yeah, I just asked. What temperature do you guys start at?
Okay, so I personally like to start at 355 to 365 personally, and then I'll temp step to 390 and then go up.
See, I go start at 355, then go to 365, 385, then maybe jump to 405, something like that.
Okay.
I don't get greedy with the mighty. It's funny because I don't think we can combust in the mighty. I've never combusted.
It won't combust.
Well, you're all fucking it up. Every one of you.
I still don't push. There's something the flavor in the
356.
Mighty at 405.
Yeah. So you too, Kenny, you're fucking it up too. You have to start at 356.
Okay. Even numbers. I got you.
All right. Everybody set your mighties to 356 to stun. We'll call that the stun.
Just like your opinion, man.
Yeah, man.
That's right. That's right. No, actually, that's legit, man. Like, I think they all ship to that, and the Crafty is programmed to that as its first temperature, and then it goes to 27 degrees higher at 383, and then it goes to 27 degrees higher at 410, which is where the 90 max is. So what I'm saying is, if you're going to use a Storz & Bickel vaporizer, the Storz & Bickel way is to start at 356.
That's cool.
Okay.
I never saw the point in getting the Crafty since I had the Mighty.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Plus, I don't like that I have to that there's no onboard interface. Like I don't like that I'd have to pull out my phone and fuck around with it.
I want an app. I got a card from Randall at Champs, and I love it. I'm one of the fortunate. I shouldn't say that. I enjoy my Carta quite a bit. I think my wife is like 7,000 hits or something into her first coil. We've never replaced her heat source on that thing.
Wow.
Her first what?
The Carta, the Focus.
Oh, wow. That's a butt ton of hits, man.
7,000. I've followed along with that because Randall was such a nice guy at Champs. I followed along with that. I know there's some issues or whatever, but my wife has had no problems with it whatsoever.
Nice.
They made a kind of a deal about the app. I don't want a damn app. I don't want to open my phone to vape. I'm so the opposite of that.
Yeah.
I like to put my phone down and not look at it.
Ooh.
Me too. When I like vaping at night, and I like having my phone in my room. I leave my phone in my office, and then I'll go vape in somewhere else.
I gotta do that, dude.
Vapes.
I gotta do that. I've got my office and shipping department, and if I'm working in my house, it's either in my second floor or in the basement. The main floor is kind of where family is, right? I really need to leave my shit the fuck upstairs.
I just hit an empty vape,
man. Cheers for the mighty. I'm taking mine straight to 410.
Troy got me fucked up on dabs.
That's what I'm doing now.
I'm gonna join.
I'm hitting empty vapes. He's going straight to 410. It's fucking anarchy, man. What? No, there are no more rules. What the hell's going on?
I pack mine super full as well, but then I've been vaping my Mighty very differently than I used to, man. Very differently.
Let me ask you a question, Troy.
Yeah.
It's about that time. How many upsies? How many downsies? What
52 and 1.
52 and 1. Oh, you fuckers! Give me 5 downsies.
Wait. I got something better. Rather than these gambling on little dicks and shits. Kenny mentioned earlier. Kenny mentioned earlier that he may be willing to give away another brick. I say since we got 150 people watching and we had 50 likes, Kenny, what if we get 175 likes? Will you give away another brick?
How about this? I was going to show you guys a special brick that I'm just going to give to Randy, actually. so this is a junior, because I know he collects the juniors. This is a junior Paduke, and this is sapwood. Austin, can you confirm that?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So rarely do you see that.
Oh fuck! I didn't even realize that. That's fucking dope.
How white that Paduke is.
Yes, dude.
Right. So I work so hard to keep that on there.
Yeah.
So if we get 175 likes, I'll give him that one, because I have another one that I can give to Randy.
Wow. What can you explain the sapwood for a non-wood person?
It's like the outside of the wood. It's like the closest to the bark.
Oh, so it's like just a different color because it's that part?
Yeah, it's rarely when they're so. Let me just say that we mill our own wood. We buy very rough wood and we do all the milling ourselves. We have our own kiln, so we dry our own wood.
Oh wow.
We literally do everything start to finish. So rarely, if you envision a tree that's round, rarely are you going to get a big piece on the outer core like the sapwood.
Yeah, you just get like a little corner.
Cutting square pieces out of the round, right? And
yeah,
this one happened to come with a huge piece of the sapwood, and we actually got to salvage it.
Wow.
Fuck.
Cool.
That's pretty
So
rare.
That's dope.
And I made a runt also with the same. It's harder to see, but same thing. That corner is right.
Kenny.
That's dope. That's dope.
Kenny, you can't do this to me. Like my palm.
Wood joke, Austin.
My you're giving me a Woody.
A Woody. A literal Woody.
My palms are getting so sweaty over that junior right now. Oh, that's a win. I swear to God, if we don't get 175, I'm upset.
Awesome. If we do, Randy's gonna be pissed. He's gonna be chasing somebody down. He's like, I want my fucking vape.
Yeah. No, he said he has another one for Randy.
He does.
Yeah, we got maybe 6 or 7 total. So I did.
Okay, gotcha. Cool.
4 runts and 3 juniors or something. And honestly, Randy has an olive wood junior, and there are literally none out there. He has the only olive wood junior that I ever put out there.
Like his prized possession, he said.
Yeah, that was a good
fucking dope. Damn it! Oh, I know what I want to do.
I love
doing that. I love knowing that Troy has one of 3 pink ivories. I love doing that. That's what I love about the laser engraving that Austin did.
Totally, man. I'm digging it.
Thanks.
I love that shit too.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'll be straight up. I'll be 100% honest with you. I engraved more bricks than I ever engraved anything ever. So like,
it was like 6, 7. What'd you do?
We did 7. It was. I swear to God.
Good job, man. By the way,
thank you. I was up all Saturday and Sunday trying to study how to. I was working with Cronobis. Shout out to fucking Cronobis. We don't show him enough fucking love.
You damn right.
Cronobis is just an amazing fucking artist.
I agree.
But me and him worked on trying to get the proper outline image so we can try to like put a face on a piece of wood with, the laser engraver that I have, which isn't the most fanciest technology. It's a K40, which just basically means it's the entry level model. So I was like fucking stressing. I've got like so many pieces. Where's it at? So I've got this that I was like doing tests on, and I was trying to get it I was trying to dial it in as much as I could. On a whole bunch of different scrap pieces.
That's cool. I like that, man.
What do you guys think about seeing your faces on a vape, dude? I looked at it, I'm like, whoa.
That's funky, man.
I told when I picked up the package and I tossed it onto my kid's lap, and she's like, "It's heavy." I'm like, It's a vape with my face on it.
Awesome.
And she's like, huh? And she like started opening it.
That's awesome.
So she opened it in the car. My 15-year-old daughter.
That's great, man. Yeah, that
Does
was
she
a trip.
consume?
My 15-year-old daughter?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
Cool beans.
So when, I bet it's different in a legal state. So when did you inform your daughter that you smoked pot? These are things that are going through my mind with a 10-year-old, you know.
That's a good question.
I assume in a legal state, that's a very different approach. My concern is her school going to squeeze it out of her, and are we going to get in trouble for some dumb reason? You know.
Yeah, I'm
not afraid of telling her the truth.
Yeah, we actually talked about that in one of the episodes. Remember that?
I caught part of it. I couldn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah. But so for me, the topic came out naturally when the recreational thing happened, or when it was on the ballot. And it was all over the radio, and people were talking about like the controversy. That's when she actually asked about like what's the big deal? Like, what's this all about? And then I was like, hey, well, while we're on the topic, you know, since she's open-minded right now,
yeah,
you know, that was when I was like, yeah, here's what cannabis is really about. Here's why it's banned. It's been banned for so long. And like even I use cannabis, you know, to help me focus, you know. So I presented it to her with this open medicinal use. You know, it's not a drug that's used like alcohol, where people are out getting fucking smashed, you know, and doing stupid shit. We're getting high and having interesting conversations and using it to make our lives better and to make a better society for that's pain management and everything.
That's what I'm struggling with. I wanted to understand that, look, I'm paying my taxes. I'm a part of her school board. Like I'm a contributing member of my small town, you know, like it's so demonized in some people's eyes. And I'm very much ready to cross that bridge with her and just be honest. We're honest about damn near everything.
Yeah.
So
for me, Kenny,
tough stretch. I feel like she's getting close to the age where I can just have this discussion with her. And I've been a little hesitant. So it's nice to hear, Troy. Thank you.
Well, my older daughter was actually against it because she had enough of the old school schooling in her, where she learned that, you know, marijuana was bad. It's a gateway drug. She was in the DARE program, you know, all that shit.
Yeah.
So like when we moved here and like I told her like about my business and all that stuff, she's like, what? No. I'm like, what? Like what's going on? So yeah, we had to have a little talk. I had to like, and she came around, and now she like I remember talking to Jerry about it like when we first met, because I struggle with it so much. Like my kid was anti-cannabis, and I was concerned. I'm like, like it's affecting our relationship, you know.
Damn.
Yeah, she came around. She came around full circle.
I got to meet
takes edibles.
Son at camps last year. And
Tyler, yeah.
I remember thinking like, God, that is what I want. You know, that's not my dad. I'm 50. My dad's about 84 or something like that. To him, it's all dope. Pot, heroin, coke. It's all just dope. There's no, he's never done any drugs. He won't do any. It wouldn't matter if he had cancer. And I said, it's going to make you feel better. There is no way that he would ever use anything. And it's just that reefer madness mentality.
Yep.
That's hard to break through.
Yeah.
My parents took a while to come around. What about your friends and family? Like,
it's my mom has been to my shop, knows exactly what we do, totally open-minded. I don't think she would ever partake herself, but it couldn't be prouder of me. And like, it really made me closer with her that I could be super honest and show her who I truly am. My wife, she is very professional. She's working on her PhD, and because we live in a small town, we keep it a little subtle, to be honest. She enjoys and partakes and loves the business, and she's coming to champs with me actually this year. So awesome. She's very much
hell yeah.
That, but
mine's coming too, so maybe the women can talk.
Absolutely. but she has a very public job. So we have to respect her privacy a little bit. And because we live in a small town, it's been a little difficult, honestly. If we were actually in Asheville, we would have no problems. That is a giant hippie town. I'd have a banner on the shop and advertise and let people come visit us. I don't have people in the shop because we live in a small country town. And that has been a little difficult as far as family, friends, stuff like that.
Well, I'll tell you, man, just real quick, I labored over that question you asked of when do you tell them? And for me, the two things that guided me were, one, I wanted to protect their innocence as long as possible. So I wasn't going to be the one that ran in there and exposed them to drugs. They're going to get plenty of that. And then the second was, shit, now I'm doing that stoner thing where I forgot what the fuck I was saying, man.
Just take another hit and then you'll remember.
Yeah, that's what I'll do, man. But no,
you weren't going to be the one that runs in there and...
Yeah, I wasn't going to go in there and do that. And then, and the other thing was I was never going to lie to them. And what that led to was I told them when they asked. And and it turned out to be perfect timing. And that was the plan anyhow. Turns out only one of them asked. The other two just waited so long that there became a time I could see that it was coming. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to get ahead of this. And I always wanted to be ahead of it. So if I saw it was coming anyhow, I go, hey, talk, and we just have that talk. So,
yeah.
And you know what to say, but when to say it is always a thing. So,
well, and you nailed it. Our policy is always tell the truth. She asked us about the tooth fairy when she was 5, and we were like, it's up to you. You know, if you want to know the truth, we'll tell you, but it's going to ruin a bunch of things. But our general policy is, you know, this kind of shows our generation, Jerry and Troy. Either MTV is going to teach them or I'm going to teach them. I'm not going to let, you know, I'm not going to let other people gossip, whatever, educate my child.
Yeah.
And just be honest. There's nothing that's going to make me uncomfortable. She can ask away. Even if I'm uncomfortable, I'm going to tell her the damn truth. And that is vitally important to me. So
I had that thought. I actually had that consideration before I had the discussion with my child. I'm like, what if she sees my logo on a sticker somewhere in my office and just goes and does a Google search? What if she finds my videos or...
Yeah.
You know, like what? But then I'm like, well, okay. Like I'm not doing anything wrong in my content. I'm just being very realistic with marijuana, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
You will find that if you're not out there with it, you know, you don't have to hide it. But if you're not very forward with it, they don't give a shit what you're doing, dude. So
I already understand. She doesn't give a shit what I'm doing.
No, she cares that you don't know what she's doing. She's trying to get away with shit. She ain't trying to catch you doing anything.
No.
That's fucking hilarious.
And that lasts
She's
forever.
already reached the age of like, stay away from me, Dad. I'm way too cool for you. So.
Right.
I love these conversations. I love that I get to chime in on this because my daughter is 2, so I still got a little bit of time. So the more that I can hear about it, the more that I can figure out, okay, what do I do when it's my turn? Yeah.
Plenty of time to
Everything changes once they get in school, Austin. Once they're around other kids and interacting and that free thought starts flowing for them, that's when you really see the biggest change.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, man, like it's spreading. It's becoming recreationally legal everywhere. I mean, in California right now, being in the cannabis industry is like hyped. It's almost cool to be in the cannabis industry. It's like it's the LinkedIn thing. Like when I mentioned 420 Vape Zone on my LinkedIn, I got hit up by so many fucking people, and they don't have a fucking clue on who I am or what I do. But I'm in the cannabis industry, and it's ridiculous.
The 420, bro. You picked a number, like the number of all numbers to pick. That's
right, man. Let's be buds.
It's in your logo.
I was really torn on that. By the way, that's a whole new topic.
I'm very interested in that topic. Write that the fuck down. I'm awesome. Curious. Can we write that down? I'm gonna write that down. Put it in Trello.
Are we close to giving anything away here, man?
I thought for a second we were up to like 155, but then it went down to like 125. The people
we've got 100. We've got 163 people. So I know damn well somebody called friends. They're like, "Listen, friends, we need 175 likes." We got 13 people in there. How many upsies? We got?
127.
Oh fuck! We still got 50 to go.
I swear it was higher. Did people take their vote back?
Nah, hey, listen, call somebody. It's like only 11:30.
You better call somebody.
Yeah, I'll stay on as long as you guys want, or until we hit 175.
Cool,
we're staying until we hit 175. There we go. We got 136.
I was just gonna let you know, Kenny, man. There's no long-term commitment here, man. You're free to go whenever you want or have.
I'm having a blast. My whole family's asleep already. It doesn't matter to me.
Right, and we can take bathroom breaks. We're getting to the point where if we're going to keep going, this old guy needs to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, my man's got to take a potty break.
So should I just do that now? Should I just do that now?
You can,
if you need to.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
I'm not going to bust open or nothing. I'm just saying. I can ask. If it's
the right descriptive word that you just used.
Bust open.
Yeah. All right, I'll be back.
Funny.
I just worry about like emergency peas.
Wow. Yeah.
So I wrote down some questions that people were asking on Instagram. I believe.
Okay, what you got?
So something that several people asked was butane and butane quality and what torches. And,
that's a fair question.
So, and I certainly want to hear what you guys have to say. I mean, you're using your Dynavap, and Troy knows everything about all the vapes.
Yeah. I say if you are, especially with a sticky brick or any other inhale the exhaust, buy the best quality butane you can. Like, don't use the cheap Ronsenol Zippo shit.
I got this
Lotus.
I got this Lotus
Newport.
premium butane.
Make sure that it says that it's filtered like, I don't know, what's the like 14x times or whatever. It's
I don't fucking know how many. They can tell me how many times they filter it.
I'm using 11 times Ignitus, I think. And it's because what my local shop had that I went, and that is what we generally recommend. First and foremost, shipping butane is very expensive. People are shipping it legally.
And you can't get it in California. You can't get it shipped to California.
Right.
What?
Right.
What?
It's not a good idea to ship it, first and foremost.
California has all these laws. Like, there's a bunch of shit that I can't get shipped to me from Amazon.
Ooh, I got a real quick question. Real quick question about that, Kenny. Do you empty out all the fluid of your lighters before you set them?
Yeah.
I don't manually every time. I don't purge every time. Every 5 times or so I purge.
Okay.
And just to get the excess oxygen and stuff out of it.
Okay.
So all I can say is to the people that ask, go buy the best butane you can from your local shop. Support your local shops. You know,
go to the local smoke shop.
Shops.
Same for torches. That way you can feel them and make sure that they're
use it. That's what I was going to show next. I have this Ronson torch, and people want to know what my favorite torch is. And honestly, this Honest torch is 4 years old. And I still use it to this day. I still swear by the Honest. We don't just send them because they're cheap. I actually like that torch. That Ronson torch, though, from a cigar. No, I take it back. Not Ronson. It is Joban from a cigar shop. Love this torch. And it's a single flame. I don't know if people can see that or not. I don't know if that helps.
Okay, yeah.
It's still a single flame. I do love this torch. It's slightly bigger, obviously, you can see, compared to the Honest. I do love that torch. The one thing I don't like is you can't see if it's empty or not. I hate picking up a torch that's empty and click, 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 click. So
does that have a pretty big fuel capacity?
That is probably double than the Honest. Refilling torches does not bother me.
Me neither.
I think 20 years ago, like having a Zippo, being a cigarette smoker, having a Zippo and having to fill it all the time, kind of sucked. Butane.
When I was a smoker, I carried a Zippo as well, man.
Have to. It goes back to the cool thing. It's why you smoke, right?
I guess.
I had to smoke cigarettes.
Zippo tricks. You ever fuck with Zippo tricks?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, but beyond that, I think Troy nailed it. Buy the highest refined butane you can find. Don't buy it at Lowe's. Don't buy it at Home Depot. That is made for entirely different things than what we are doing.
Yeah, it's made for a barbecue igniter.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I'd rather have a liar torch.
Right. The other there's a couple other the cleaning thing we kind of hit on.
Lorenzo Lama said Jerry is taking a modern can of piss.
The other thing that I saw asked quite a bit was like, how are you running the business? How are you maintaining the business after so long? And one of the things that I did not know going in, when you do cabinets, you go and you bid the job and you give them a drawing and you give them samples and they okay it and they pay you 50% and you build their cabinets and 8 weeks later you go install them. It's very clear cut. You don't have returns on cabinets, right? You might have damage and you might have to fix things, but there are no returns on cabinets. So one of the things that was hard for me, I don't want to say hard, but very new to me, was everything that goes into selling something at a retail sort of capacity. Accounting for boxes, bubble wrap, instructions. My instructions actually came very late. And I think Austin and I are kind of approaching this in the same way when I said earlier that we're kind of going backwards. It seems like most people, when they go on a Shark Tank or whatever it is, they have this idea and they're going to investment bankers and they establish the packaging.
Right. They get their brand developed. They get all that fucking figured out.
Before they ever come to market.
Right, exactly.
And you and I, we have this idea and we put it out there and we're like, oh, damn, we have something.
Yeah.
And so I don't have packaging, right? So recently we added, I don't know if you guys can see it. So we started getting stickers to put on our boxes.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, nice.
And I want it to look more professional. And if we're ever going to be in a shop, they have to be able to display something.
Right.
But at the same time, I would venture to say that 50% of the customers that buy from us want plain packaging. And that was a huge part of it, was something,
discreet. They don't want
on the outside.
Discreet packaging.
It's vital, and I understand that. But getting the stickers, or if we were to buy shaped foam and printed packaging, all of that money is coming out of our pockets, right?
And it's so expensive.
Like, I'm not going to charge $10 more because we added fancy packaging. Nobody wants to pay that. That's ridiculous.
Correct. Exactly.
But I do think the people that go on Shark Tank or approach it in a different way, and what I would say a more normal way, all that is established as they're establishing the price. And because of the way this company was developed, like I said, it came out of nowhere. This is not where I expected to be. And, I want to do those things. I do want to add fancy packaging. I want to make it look better, but that balance of I still have to pay myself and pay 6 employees. That's a very tough thing. And certainly paying employees as you do cabinets, that's all the same. But having bubble wrap, right? I must have $1,000 in bubble wrap because it's the economical way to buy it. Who the hell needs $1,000 in bubble wrap? And so it's things like that I didn't think about in the beginning. That's hard to account for. There's lots of little flowing parts that make this thing run. And something I said earlier is vitally important, and I've relearned this many times throughout work. Find your weaknesses and let other people do that shit. Don't think you can do everything. Nobody can do everything.
Brilliant.
Knowing that you have weaknesses is a good thing.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Absolutely. You know, one thing I just upgraded to this, so that's why I'm about to talk about it. I used to just printing labels to ship, like just printing labels to ship itself. I used to walk every package into the post office, sit in the post office, ring up fucking 10, 15 packages at a time, and then pay for it while there's this big ass fucking line behind me. So I'm like, fuck, I feel like a dick.
You were that asshole. Thanks.
I'm like, I need to. Sorry,
I was behind you. You fuck.
and I used to. So I started printing my labels, but I printed them off on a just a regular printer. And then I used to cut out every single one of the labels. I just got a fucking laser printer label maker, And I'm like, this is the greatest thing ever in the entire world to be able to just peel off the sticker and put that bitch on there. Like,
oh, yeah, those are dope. Those are dope.
Yeah, these are things that like you never think about when you think about making something. You don't think about these variables that dangle that you got to figure the fuck out.
Remember when you used to have dot matrix printers, Austin, to do all your stuff? Remember that?
Yeah. Give me PTSD, man. Come on.
I'm thinking about making a good device, not shipping. That was my idea. I was doing the same thing. I was cutting out labels,
right,
and taping them on. I didn't have a laser printer.
That's what I did too. I upgraded from paper to the you can get the paper that's got the stickers on them. So I could cut it and then I can take the back off and I didn't have to use a fuck ton of tape. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious, that evolution that you go through.
Nothing like free USPS labels though. Damn. They're free.
It's hard as a small company. There's all these little things, $30 a month for our shipping software, and it pays for itself. It makes it so much simpler on me. But when you're starting off and you're like watching every dollar, it's so hard to make those jumps that the website wants $30 more, and the printing $30, and shipping 30. You start seeing the money add up, and you're like, damn, what the hell's going on? I'm just trying to make a good device here. But what I've certainly found is anything that can make our job easier is in the end worth it.
Every time.
It's if you can focus on the real stuff, such as making the vape, making it better, responding to customers. Who cares about the postage? Pay for it. It's one less thing you have to worry about. Yeah. And we talked about that the other day, Austin. The shipping thing. Who told me that? Somebody on FC told me that when I started. Oh, Ratchet from 3D.
Delta 3D Studios.
Yes, Delta 3D Studios. He was like, man, get automated shipping software. Nothing helped me more than that. Man. And he was dead on. That was so right. It really,
handwriting. So before I even did that, I used to fucking handwrite them because obviously I had to go to the post office and know where the fuck I'm sending it. And my handwriting is so terrible. So it's just like that.
The only thing I'll say is when I was handwriting labels, I literally knew my repeat customers, and I have lost that a little bit, and I vaguely miss it. Like it's harder to keep track of people's names.
Yeah, I agree.
Certainly as you grow, but when you're handwriting things, you're always going to remember that shit, So there's some personal things that it's just not economical or whatever for us to do anymore, but there's parts of it that I do miss. It felt a lot more personal when I was handwriting things.
Oh yeah.
Handwritten stuff goes a long way.
Yeah.
Sends an entirely different message.
Yes. But the fact is, like Black Friday, we couldn't. I would have been here until the next Friday printing things out.
Yeah.
So it's certainly a good problem to have, but my time is better spent doing other things. And like Austin, it was funny. I paid somebody to come put cabinets in my house this year because I didn't want to do it.
That's awesome.
And he knew about the sticky brick thing, and he was like, man, what's the trick? And I was like, dude, there's no magic hat. There is no trick. The trick is I worked 144 straight days, 14 plus hours a day. That's it.
That's the trick. That is the trick.
It was that first year was freaking brutal. On me, my family, on everything, because it was a lot of hard work. And I'm not even saying hard work is what gets you through. Sometimes it takes a little luck or right place, right time, or knowing the right people, like Jerry and Troy. It's honestly, Randy. I have to say this. Randy from Puff It Up just changed my life. When this company started, I thought I was going to make 15 to 50 of these things and sell them on Reddit. And Randy ordered 50 right off the bat. And those guys at Puff It Up, they've just laid the groundwork for me. I am following in their footsteps as far as customer service, how you treat people, how you treat your vendors, everything. Like those guys are incredible. And I cannot give them enough praise for how they've affected my life, how they handle our community. And they're just incredible people. It goes beyond like, I just think they're good people. They're literally incredible people. They so care about this community that it literally inspires me every day to be a better maker and person. And I cannot give enough credit to Randy. He really just one of the biggest influences in my life, and the guy probably doesn't know it at all.
That's awesome. Wow, that's awesome. I hope he gets to see that and listen. I hope he gets to see this and listen to that.
They just brought everybody at that company. I mean,
yeah,
Zach and people, Daniel, people in the office that people don't know about. They're just incredible people, and they truly care. And I no matter how good of customer service we have, I always can step up to them. That's how I look at it. Is they're just the ultimate in customer service, and that's what I want.
And just like you, they've been like that as long as I've known them, dude. I mean, that's just, it's who they are, man. It's true. You know, I mean, it's not like fake or trying to make up for something. That's just
for real. Puff It Up is one of the reasons that I got into this industry as well. Because when I was wanting to enter the vape review arena, I wanted to make sure that I could work with somebody that has a positive relationship with the customers, and they were the kings of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like they were the ones that take care of everyone. They're the ones that have you buy a vape, you get it the next day, or at least for me, because I live so close to them, I guess.
Right on.
But yeah, I mean, that's where everybody goes to. I mean, this is before I knew about Planet of the Vapes. I mean, Planet of the Vapes is also a great company. I don't want to.
Yeah, that's the best thing I see on Instagram, that Puff It Up likes Planet of the Vapes post, and they like V Goodies posts, and they like Vapo Shot. It doesn't matter. I love that mentality.
They sesh together at Champs.
And I just love that, you know, Randy is going to always like V Goodies posts. That's his competitor, but it's not. We're all, it's one thing I've always thought in this industry. Big pie. Vaporizer industry specifically, nobody buys one vape. You might start off with one vape, but I own 50, right? And it's not because I need to buy every one. I enjoy collecting them, and I think that's the general consensus in this portion of the industry.
Yeah, it's not a zero-sum game.
I need the sale, or you know, if somebody else gets that, they're not buying mine. I don't think that at all. I never think that. I think there's a huge pie, and we can all have a slice.
Yep, it's a really awesome. Big pie. Really, really big pie.
Got a lot of good guys in the space, and quite frankly, I wouldn't want to see it without them. I mean, could you imagine like going to a show or trying to evaluate a new vape without being able to see Randy there, or you know what I mean, or run into guys like Scott or Kenny, or you know, it's like we need that shit, man. You know what I mean? I need guys. So yeah, we got a great
guy.
thing going.
I really him and his wife both. They're such nice people. I really like Scott.
Yeah, man, right on. Guy's a good guy, man. I remember when he was working for Hayes. He had me into his home, man, and showed me his beautiful vape collection, and showed me the guys at Hayes, introduced me to them, and man, he really is, man. He's another genuine dude, man. I dig him, man. So I'm glad to see him start going to shows and shit, man. Connecting again.
I remember when he was working at Hayes as well.
Yeah, I was gonna go. Hayes was only about 2 hours from where we live, and sadly, when I really started to get to know him through somebody else, he left Hayes, and then Hayes went out of business.
Right, exactly. Well, I mean, you know, yeah, I hear you, man. That was tough.
Yeah, that was a bummer. Square was such a good idea.
Dude, that's one of my favorite designs ever. Like,
it was such a good idea. If they could have had the Square 2, it would have been the bomb. That thing would have been awesome.
Make a wooden version.
Yeah.
That with a flame intake on it.
Yeah.
Oh. Would you?
I heard that.
I love it, dude. I'm ready. I'll tell you what. I'm
testing that prototype.
I want to try it too, man.
Well, let me just get these guys to click like again, right?
I want 58. 158.
Hey, that's
so gorgeous.
It's a pretty good ratio. We got 161 watching, 158 likes.
Oh,
Nice.
we
Sure.
got 100. We got
How many
158. We're almost there. Holy
We're almost
shit.
there.
Somebody needs to call a friend, like for real, call a friend.
Just so everybody knows how supportive I am. I liked the video from all 4 of my YouTube accounts.
Oh shit, I haven't liked it.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. I got it. I
really want him to give that away.
I just liked it too.
I'm kind of upset that I can't win it, but
yeah, yeah, for sure.
I'm seeing you in a month, and I have something for you. You don't have to worry.
Oh shit!
I'm excited.
Now you got to get excited.
Yeah.
Carrot Dabber used 4 YouTubes. Thanks, buddy. Oh, 175. Holy shit, we hit it. 178.
Did we really? Right on.
Damn, that was
super fast.
Yeah, like they were holding out. They were they were waiting.
Somebody made it go, man. Oh, they were, man, because it's the same count. I love it, man.
They were waiting. All right.
All right. Well, all right. So now what? How do we get this one?
So here's the thing.
Last one,
I've got no idea how this one's gonna work.
Do you want to do it the same way we did last time? Because nobody knows. Kenny does. He can do the same thing.
Yeah, I would say everybody who's watching, make yourself visible in the chat.
Yeah. He has
Everybody say something for the next 20 seconds. I won't put my reading glasses on, and I'll just put my finger on the screen and pick somebody.
That's hilarious.
All right, right on. Can you see anything right now?
I can see the screen scrolling.
All right, but now remember, you got to have the glasses handy so you can see which one you pick.
Right.
So
okay, tell me when. You guys tell me when to go, and I'll do it.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So for the people that are trying to flood the chat right now, know that if you hit send like too many times within 5 seconds, your message actually won't go through. So you need to like be a little more.
Oh, this is cool, man. That thing is lit up.
It is. That thing just keeps moving, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen it like
that. Nate's exempt. Nate, you're cheating. Nate, you're you're cheating.
Kenny.
Austin,
you gotta act fast, Kenny.
What's that?
Austin, tell me when.
When?
Okay. Eat. Oh shit.
I told you. You gotta look. You gotta act fast.
You're gonna have to like grab the scroller.
Harper. Eli Harper.
Eli Harper's the winner.
Hell yes.
Dope, man.
All right.
Eli Harper.
Hell yeah.
He said me.
Eli Harper. Man, that's awesome. A rare brick you just won, Eli.
Dang, Eli. You got to send your address to Austin.
4, Eli.
Okay, so I gotta tell you guys something. So I've had an intern for the past 30, 45 days. Okay. That's Eli, the guy who just won this vape.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. That is
I swear I could not see anything.
I am dead. And that's why I'm saying something, because nobody knows about it. He's actually I just officially hired him this week. He's my first official employee helper. He's a fucking phenomenal guy. So I'm stoked as fuck.
So you still don't have his address yet. Like you don't have all his W-2 and shit figured out. So you gotta get his address.
Yo, he's gonna be here tomorrow.
I'm fucking with you, man.
Oh yeah. God damn it.
Wow.
And he doesn't have a break.
Harper, is he there right now or is he at home?
No, he's not here. He's at home.
Oh, he's at home.
Fucking good shit.
Right on, man. Legit
hell yeah.
After hours.
I got I feel I'm I'm excited as fuck right now. Yes, dude. Because my man saw the giveaway.
Now. You're just stoked because you get to hold it.
That too. I'm so gonna look at it and take a picture, bro. I'm so gonna 100%.
He's gonna put on his Instagram.
That's funny.
Yeah, the address is my shop,
too,
Kenny.
Yeah, man. Hey, just send it to me, bro. Hell yeah,
man.
Dude, this is the greatest thing. This is that made my night. I'm so excited.
That's hilarious, man. I love it.
That is amazing as fuck.
That's great.
Thanks for everybody for that was cool. I'm glad that you guys experienced that.
That was fun, man. That was nuts.
That was fantastic.
I don't know. I couldn't.
A couple other things I wanted to show you guys.
I feel like I just won $1 million for some reason. It's cool. What you got?
So this is actually 3 years old.
Ooh, what is that?
We called it the Pepper Mill, and it never came out. Right? It's just too big. That's damn. What the hell did I do? There we go. That's just too tall, right? But and it goes into a water piece.
Dope. So funny,
right? You'd pack in.
Oh,
right.
Where's the pepper?
That's dope.
No pepper.
That's cool, man.
But we made it to stand up or lay down. It won't roll. You guys can't see that, but it's flat on one side, right?
I like that.
And it felt like it was just too damn tall in any water piece I put it in. Yeah. But it was fun as hell to make. I had an idea and I got to go over and do it. And
I know, that's cool, man. The pepper mill. I love it, man.
Right. So I'm kind of watching the chat here, honestly, just to see if anybody says anything about it. But yeah, it's one of the highlights. The fact that, like I was saying earlier about having the tools, the fact that I got that idea in my head and just got to walk into the shop and do it. I can't thank the customers enough that they don't even know it, but they're the ones allowing me to do that shit. And it's so satisfying. It's really being able to be creative. It's truly a highlight of doing sticky bricks.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
It's really cool.
I like seeing all the shit you do too, man. New woods, new vapes, new twist turns. You know, you're always fucking with them. I love it.
Experiment. It's really like I showed you guys the KC 3D things. Just getting to work with somebody like that. This dude's in college, right? It's not like he's just starting out, and I get to help somebody. Yeah, that's the best part. And
hell yeah.
Kind of ties into my local thing. If I can help you, I want to. I want to see that dude succeed. He's not competing with me. We're all in this together.
Man, and like I said, like when we had that conversation, dude, when you talk, you make me even more passionate than I already am. And that's like fucking saying something, dude. Because I'm already just like an Energizer fucking bunny. I just keep going and going. And then you keep talking. I'm like, God damn it, Kenny. Like I'm about to you guys are gonna see my soul leave my body or something. Like it's gonna be like a crazy experience.
Austin's gonna explode.
Like I feel like I need to call you like once a week, Kenny, and just like refuel my fire.
For real.
You know,
you got to come down to my shop and I'll come visit your shop.
Let's fucking do the fuck out of that. That'd be cool as fuck, actually.
I'm from Ohio originally. I try to stay out of Ohio, honestly.
Oh, I don't blame you, dude. The orange barrels didn't get any better.
Yeah.
We have so much fucking construction. It's just goddamn ridiculous.
I don't miss the weather. I like the weather here in North Carolina much better. So
yeah. Fuck. How is it, dude? So I'm thinking about going to Michigan. I want to move to Michigan, but the weather is just so fucky still. It's not that far from Ohio.
We get snow, but it melts the next day. I'm really good with that.
Okay. And, so you don't got a shovel.
You know, I mean, we have like 8 acres. That's what I really like. I have 8 acres. And
wow.
It was super cheap, to be honest. We don't have a big house. It's not. We wanted land. You know.
Yeah. That's what I want to.
We don't have a big house, but nobody's around me. That's what I love more than anything. I can walk out on the porch and I don't see anybody else. It's wonderful. My dad comes and stays with us and he's like, it's too damn quiet. How am I supposed to sleep?
Oh my God.
Nice.
With the windows open, Dad.
Yeah. There's nothing. There's just the nature. You know?
That's what I really want. I mean, I'm renting a house and it's like, there's like a main like cut through street, like if that makes sense. Like I'm in the city, so there's like there's the main streets and then there's like the main cut through streets, and the house I'm living in is like I could spit to the road if I really wanted to, and just hearing all that shit all the time and just so much noise and all that shit, I'm so over it, man. I just want to get the fuck, like I want to go hide in the woods and just like a bunch of property and just get the fuck out of the city.
Totally, man. Do the cell phones work by you, Kenny?
Yeah, we have Verizon. It's really good, actually. And if my internet connection dropped, I would switch to Verizon, even though I dislike them. But at the shop, I actually had to get it's like local satellite, so it's not DirecTV satellite internet, but they have their own towers up in the mountains because the internet just sucks beyond belief here. When I actually had moved from Ohio to Colorado and then to Florida and then to North Carolina. In Florida, in about 98, I'm guessing, we had 25 megs. We were like a test bed area. We had the fastest internet in Florida where I happen to live.
That's what it starts.
I moved to North Carolina and I had dial-up for 6 years.
Right. I'm like in the 90s. You had 25. Jesus.
I had 20. We were the first development to get Roadrunner in Florida.
Oh, that was Roadrunner. I remember that. Okay, right on.
So in the end, they backed it down to like 3 or 8 or something, but we had 25 for almost a year.
Jesus.
And then to come here and have literally dial up for almost 6 years.
Yeah.
Is dramatic change. And even now at home, I get 3 megs during the day, 1.2 at night. And it's not going to get better. I know it's not going to get better.
It'll get better. It'll get better.
But it's perfect, man, because you don't want that shit in there, man. It's just more video. Fuck that stuff, man.
Well, I will say my satellite at work, I get like 10 solid all the time. 10 up, 2 down or something, or 10 down, 2 up. I take it back. So it's a lot better, and a little latency, but not too bad. But those are some of the sacrifices living out in the middle of nowhere. We have 2 grocery stores and a super Walmart. That is it.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. Try 50 miles to Asheville when you need something. It's okay. It's not bad, but you make concessions when you live out in the middle of nowhere.
Ooh. So you're driving an hour if you really need something.
I will say it's 50 miles. It is 50 minutes. You're driving highway, no traffic. It's pretty breezy. But like my wood, I've driven down to Savannah to buy it at the port. It's just as cheap for me to take my trailer down there and go get my wood as it is to drive to Atlanta or Greenville to get wood.
Yeah. That's kind of dope because I don't really go anywhere anyways. So it would be cool that if I wanted to go somewhere, I could make a fucking trip out that bitch. Like if I want to go to buy some new shoes, not at Walmart, I gotta take a trip.
What the fuck is this?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because if he's only got Walmart, what if I want some Nikes? I'm gonna not go to Walmart to get Nikes.
Okay.
With me?
That makes sense.
I'm still not there, man. So it's funny.
Yeah, it's still funny. I was just like, what? Like, why? Why did you have to throw that in there? Like, why is?
To me, it's still nuts, man. I didn't get it still.
Just so you know, I'm buying Nikes.
I'm not buying.
That is totally not even like a thing.
But is there a Walmart like that's more convenient than not, or like Nikes somewhere?
Well, there's Walmart. That's it. If I wanted to buy Nikes now, I'd have to drive 50 miles.
See, that's what I'm saying. It was just
that was what my question was. Like,
yeah.
That's when you're using your 5 down internet to get some delivered, man. You got Prime. You got Prime, right?
As a company, I enjoy Amazon. We order a lot of drill bits from Amazon. Sandpaper. Well, no, I take that back. Sandpaper, I don't. But some of the packaging or whatever, I use Amazon because we live in the middle of nowhere. Right. But I also feel like Amazon is setting up the small guy to fail.
Oh my God, I know.
I can't do the customer support that Amazon does. I can't do free shipping.
Oh my God. And delivering on Sundays, like I can't do that. I can't deliver on Sundays the next day. Like I just can't do that.
That's it. And it's too bad because I'm not trying to rail on Amazon, but it's hard to compete with the mentality that Amazon creates. Yeah,
I got to take a dab.
As a consumer, I love it.
That's what I'm saying. As a consumer, I love it.
When I buy something on Saturday and it arrives the next day, like on Sunday, like at noon, and I'm just like, whoa. And I didn't pay any extra. Like I just have my Amazon Prime, and it just like, especially in Southern California, I get extremely spoiled because I'm so close to the distribution centers here that I literally get things the next day often. It's kind of ridiculous, but
it's funny. We do too. So Asheville is about 2 hours from Greenville, South Carolina, which like Greenville, Spartanburg, which is kind of big. Because we're so far from Asheville, we're only 2 hours from Atlanta. We're 2 hours from Knoxville, 2 hours from Charlotte. We're 5 big cities. People don't know how centralized Asheville and the western part of North
Holy shit. I'm trying to move where you're at right now. Like, that sounds
Asheville in like 4 hours. It's even though we're very insulated, we go down to Atlanta quite a bit. We're flying to Vegas out of Charlotte.
Oh, you're flying this year?
Yeah, yes, but I will never drive again, Troy.
How long was that? How long was that drive? Because I'm gonna tell you what I thought about it.
I forgot about that.
34 hours for us.
30,
We did 29 straight.
30. You look affected by that drive, bro.
Dude.
That must have been the worst.
Me and all of our stuff in my brand new Subaru. It was not okay. It was just not like we didn't fight, but 29 hours in a damn car at 50 years old, it doesn't go anymore.
Wait, all those people in your booth drove in one car?
Yes.
Holy shit.
2 of them refused to fly. That is why we drove. 2 of them were like, no, I just can't fly.
Yeah, dude.
Damn.
You told me you drove in the whole caravan and how long it was. I'm like, you did fucking what, man? Like,
they loved it.
You realize that's a 2-way trip. You going back with that shit.
Honestly, coming wasn't too bad because you're excited. We couldn't wait to go to Vegas. We had 2 days before the show. I turned it into a vacation. Everybody got paid the entire time that they were gone, so they were happy.
Oh, yeah.
Coming back was horrendously bad. We stopped in Oklahoma City, I think, and we woke up at 7 a.m. and it's 2 degrees and the roads are ice. And we hadn't even thought about driving through snow and things like this. So we asked the front desk, should we get on the highway or are we stuck here or what? And they're like, I would leave right now. If you're going to go, I would leave now or you're going to be stuck here for 2 or 3 days.
Oh, wow.
So we got on the highway and did 10 miles an hour for about 4 freaking hours. It was brutal. It was just brutal. And we were all ready to be home after a week at Champs. We were ready to be home. And that's what sealed the deal about never driving like that again. It was the ride home in Oklahoma specifically.
Did you let them take a couple days off after that drive?
Oh, everybody had 3 or 4 days off.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even want to see them. It's one of the few times that I was like, stay the hell out of my shop.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's great, man.
I had an airline travel incident where delays and whatnot caused my door-to-door travel time to be 36 hours. So the moment I left for the airport to go home and the time that I got home was 36 hours with a wife and 2 kids.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
That would drive a man to dab. Let's dab, guys.
Yeah, let's dab.
You guys dabbing in the chat, man. I combusted. That's why I'm starting this dab party.
Oh, and it was New Year's Eve and day.
Even fucking better, right?
Keith, I'm running
that we gave away, and I'm gonna set it right here so I remember it.
Here,
oh yeah, the one.
Austin, you got to get me that info.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
on quartz, so I'm gonna hit my thing now, dude.
So
in the Rio,
I'm hitting the 1, Keith. I'm hitting the 1, and
I'm still using the modern cannabis OG.
Yeah, you are.
Hell yeah.
I'm going right back to it, but I got a dab because I did it.
I just wanted to play with this for a second, but
yeah, that's why we're doing this, man.
Oh, Jerry combusted. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know, man.
Well, I'm dabbing as a support group guy with you.
Smooth about it. Thank you.
You dabbed with me when I combusted both times.
Flavor. I love flavor, man.
Me too. I am flavored. That's my only problem with the overpacking thing is invariably the taste is going to go away. I always think as I start, like, just put a little bit, 3 hits and you'll be fine. Yeah, I jammed 9, 10 hits in there once.
By the way, I got to show off my lifter that I got. So I got this lifter from Cascadia Blooms. Nah, I'll plug you, Troy, because I don't got a fucking plug for this. But 420 Vape Zone is 20%. So I got this whole ounce for like $70-something of lifter, and these buds are incredible, man. I'll tell you what, I was getting this CBD from a local shop. And I was getting eighths for like $35. So for a quarter, it was more than what an ounce is at Cascadia. And this is better. Ooh, get Sticky. What you got, Sticky?
Sorry, somebody is asking, how do we get our paws on the SB shirt?
How do we get a what?
Miss
May. You get a pause on that?
Yeah. So Miss May, you need to send your info to Austin, and we'll just send you a shirt.
That's how you do it, Miss May. Ask and you shall receive. Kenny's in the house.
Hell yeah. Send me a message, Miss May. Send me our collection.
Nice
I'll take
job.
care of you. Eli, send me your.
I have 3 of them. I have 3 shirts.
Oh shit! Are we giving away 2 more?
Don't flood our shit. That's all I'm saying is don't flood the chat board. I only have 3.
Oh shit!
Right on, man. So you got 2 more whenever he feels like it, man. Huh?
Whenever.
I like it.
Hell yeah.
I like it. Miss May on the shirt.
That was a good dab, Jerry. I took mine a little hot though. Sorry.
Sometimes you just got to ask for things.
Yeah, it was a good dab, man. I did this one on it's the first time I've done it on that. What's the white crystal quartz thing on is it the crystal one?
Mr. Tech Rat.
Sapphire? Is that the sapphire? The white, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I like
That's the first time I've done it since I torch cleaned it. It worked out great.
Oh, nice. Bet that tasted fresh.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure if Bass Drop Keys is still in the house or not, but in honor of him, Kenny, do you dab?
Yes, I do.
Nice.
When I can, not it's tough living in a small town again. I hate to keep harping on that, but it's tough. And I'm not young. I don't go out a lot. It's hard to meet people. The people I know are more professional, and we don't have a lot of friends that partake. So I don't know how this happened. I've always been a very blue collar person. My wife going for a PhD and super smart and wonderful and successful, but all of a sudden we're friends with like several doctors, and doctors cannot partake. They definitely get drug tested, sadly. So a lot of our friends love what I do, but absolutely are not in this community in any way.
Yeah, damn.
So you dab when you can find it.
Especially when smart people like doctors are like, oh, I absolutely would, but I get tested at the hospital or what, what a bummer.
Yeah.
And I, to a point, like I don't even want to say that. I don't understand. I was going to say, if you're a pilot, I understand drug testing. I really don't. I don't understand it.
I feel like
so random.
Hold on. I feel like I 100% want my pilot to not be high as fuck, bro.
I agree. I don't want my pilot or bus driver high, but the fact is whatever you do in your private life, we know the half-life is what? 15 days? That's bullshit.
Yeah. Wait,
if you're a responsible person, then you're not smoking before you fly my plane, and I trust you to do that anyway, right? Oh. And that to me is the problem, is we're dictating what people do in their private lives. I'm not suggesting that somebody go smoke and then brain surgery.
Yeah.
Except on you, Austin, but I
like to think of the cannabis scale as a little bigger, like in terms of like what it does for people.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I don't even want to associate it with a bad thing, because I don't know that you flying that plane, high or not, is necessarily bad. There are studies that show that driving while stoned, I believe it was the California Highway Patrol, right? Driving while stoned, 65% of the people drove better when they were stoned.
Yeah, I saw that.
I mean, I don't know that that's concrete. I'd like to see more studies on that. And I think as legalization broadens across our country, we will see more of that. We will see more data. And I'm certainly not suggesting it as a parent of a young child. I worry about that. I try not to partake before I drive her around. And
I think a lot of people do things better when they're stoned. Some people drive better when they're stoned. Some people don't. It's not a thing where it's like, everybody drives better when they're stoned. No, they don't.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Yeah, for sure.
I promise you. Some people do.
I don't see that it's any different than tequila. Some people get crazy on tequila. Some people fall asleep on tequila. It's the same thing. It's your body and your chemicals and how it affects you.
Yeah.
So,
you just got to be responsible to know what's up.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
and my bigger thing is I don't want to stereotype something that I love first and foremost, so I'm biased, but I don't want that reefer madness stereotype anymore. That's why I retracted that about pilots and smoking. To me, that is a little perpetuating the stereotype of you can't do these certain things. Well, screw that. The right person can do those things.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody else shouldn't, you know.
Some people can.
That's it. Some people can. And it's not for me to judge. That's the bigger thing. If you're not wrecking that plane, okay. You know, recognize that I'm trusting my life with you. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm already sketchy about planes, man. For sure.
It's not my favorite thing, but to me, it's being crammed into the damn plane. It has nothing to do with the pilot.
Yeah, traveling is an unfortunate experience at times. Getting crammed into those planes, especially as a big dude.
Oh, I'm 6'3", 6'4", bro.
Yeah, you're gonna have an unfortunate experience unless you get like a.
I might have to get business. I might have to get like business class or some shit.
Hey, like extra $36 or whatever when you check in, you can get like the spot with like a leg room. But you gotta do it way in advance. If you can.
Hold on, I can choose a spot with the leg room.
Yeah, you can pay extra for like an extra exit row, and you get a whole bunch of leg room. It's really nice.
Exit row,
like
emergency exits.
Yeah, but the thing is, the kids can't sit in that row.
Okay, but here's the thing: but if some shit fucking pops off, that means I gotta be in control of that fucking door, bro.
You want to be in control?
Yeah, man. You're a man. You are a responsible adult, and you can do it. I promise.
Yeah, ain't nothing to it.
In the moment, you don't have to think about it.
No. Here's the thing. I have full faith that I would be able to handle the task. That's not what's in question. What's in question is if that shit goes down, I've got to have full control over. Like I have to be in charge of the situation. Like that's a lot of weight on your shoulder, dude. I just want to be like.
You just got to open the door and get the fuck out.
Be MacGyver, man.
No one would notice that you peed your pants.
Yeah, dude, I would, bro. I don't even care, bro. Like, listen. If I slide down that bouncy slide, okay, and I've just got a wet puddle on myself. Listen,
I spilled my water. I was just drinking it when I jumped.
The way I figure is, Austin, you're either opening that door or you're 5 dudes back bitching at the motherfucker saying, "Open the damn door." So why don't you just be up there opening the door and get it over with, man?
Yep.
I don't even like talking about this. So just get extra leg room.
It's not even going to happen anyhow. You know what? You can always drive, man. Kenny can tell you all about it again. You can always
Absolutely not.
I wonder what's faster, getting off the plane in an emergency situation or getting off the plane in a non-emergency situation.
I bet you.
I bet it's the same.
I bet it's the same. That's what I was going to say. It's exactly the same.
I bet one's really scary and one's just really fucking frustrating.
Yeah.
Austin, no offense to you, but Troy and Jerry, you guys remember what it used to be like to fly, right? Like you were treated like gold, like you were a movie star when you went to fly, right? And ever since 9/11, we're cattle that they're forcing through.
I used to travel a lot when I was younger. So I used to fly Delta in Southwest Airlines, I think Southwest, all the time. Not all the time, the fucking summers. So I've ridden on an airplane. I've been on one. So like it's something I've done. But just because of that exact reason that you just said is what makes me nervous is the way that now it's kind of just like not a fun experience.
Yeah, you're treated like shit.
Just go fly Delta, man.
Wear flip-flops.
Do that class shit. It's ridiculous.
Just be like the most open, not giving a shit American you can, and just wear flip-flops. Be prepared for travel.
Yeah.
Have headphones. Noise canceling headphones make a world of a difference on the airplane.
Tank top. Seriously. Wear a tank top.
Yeah.
Yep. Powder your balls.
I appreciate the speed of flying. As we approach this Vegas trip, I do appreciate I'm going to be there in 4 hours. It's a necessary evil is kind of.
That's all
it
is.
In a chair in the sky.
Yep.
Stop bitching.
We leave. We're going to fly out Sunday night, so we can kind of spend Monday doing nothing. But we leave at like 8 o'clock, and we get in at 9 o'clock Vegas time because it's a 4-hour total flight.
Yeah. Nice.
What airlines do you guys prefer when flying?
I have ones that I avoid.
Yeah. I think this time we're doing United. I don't have a preference because only Frontier, I believe, flies out of Asheville, so I don't have a lot of choice. Okay. Unless I go to Atlanta or Charlotte, I pretty much got to take what they offer. But this time we're on a direct flight from Charlotte on United to Vegas. So I'm hoping
I like direct flights, man. But it's like a double-edged sword, because if you get direct flights and it's like, damn, you got to wait on that whole fucking plane the entire time. Or if you get like if you get the stop, then you get to just only be in the air. You don't even go as high. You go lower. You go fucking, so you don't go as high. You can still kind of see some shit. So it's like you can look at some shit, then you get to pause for a second, and take a fucking leak and eat some food, and then get back on that.
I'm fascinated by your perspective on like
airplanes
on stopovers. Seriously, like I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
it's so much more positive than like when I'm looking at flights.
I've just done it a lot, so it's just like I really don't want to take a dump on an airplane, bro. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm 6'3", 6'4". Okay, I have trouble in regular stalls sometimes. Like, just like an airplane stall. Come on, bro. Like, let's not do that.
Yeah. I don't know how exactly. So I don't know how it went there, Jerry.
Huh? Huh?
So we got.
Oh, welcome to the show.
How long do you guys stay on for? Like 1 or
until we stop?
Hours total or so?
We're usually done by now, but you're awesome. So we're just hanging out.
I'm good. Yeah.
I'm pretty faded, but I'm also starving.
I was just going to say to the chat, if anybody has any questions, I'll kind of read the chat for a minute. If anybody has any specific questions they want to ask.
Go for it.
Oh, yeah.
And I still have 2. Nobody claimed shirts, or I wasn't paying attention well enough. So if anybody wants a shirt, speak up.
Anybody who wants a shirt? Who wants a shirt?
Let's see.
I'll fuck with a shirt at the gym.
You have to type it. You have to type it in a thing before anybody else does.
Okay, I'll fuck with a shirt at the gym. Watch this.
Oh, it's too late.
There is one more giveaway that we have to.
Oh yeah. Tech on 2 wheels.
Boom! You get something. What you get?
Tech on 2 wheels.
Okay, send me a message. You guys gotta listen. You guys gotta send me a message, because if I may not, whatever.
No, I meant for like the comment thing.
Yeah, no, we do got to do one for YouTube's. We've got a rent to give away actually. This is.
Oh yeah, we got to tell them what to do. They've hung out long enough to know.
Okay, so the next person is Ruko. Let's see.
People that are still here.
1A. Send Austin a message.
There we go.
That's the last shirt I have. I'm sorry, everybody.
Who was it?
Okay.
Ruko A1.
Ruko A1. Right before going.
This is the last. This is the last break.
People to say anything.
Ding ding, dude! You guys are winning, man. Kenny's a shit. Giving out like Santa Claus at the end of January, man. What the fuck? Late Christmas, man.
I love it.
This is the last.
Slinging vapes and shirts. I love this shit. This is
the last break,
man. Thanks.
Joe King Vapes Sativa. I'm a very active person, so Sativa.
Sativa's the shit. Yeah. So this is the last vape we got to give away, and we're doing what we're doing. You got to leave a comment at the end of this YouTube video.
Yeah, an actual comment, not in the live chat.
Yeah, for sure. Actual comment, and let us know what you want us to talk about next.
In our next stream.
Yeah. We've got content on both Instagram, and we're gonna have content on YouTube, so we'll be full of fucking ideas.
Yeah, so we're gonna in our next stream, we're gonna revisit this video.
Yep.
And share it. And
I'll keep this safe.
Look at the comments.
I'll keep it safe.
We're gonna pick a winner from them.
I'm gonna guard it.
A list of shout outs is that okay for you?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay.
Love it.
Take it away, Kenny. Take it away.
So these are all people that just greatly affected me, and give them business or not. Half of them are not even businesses. They're just people that I respect or have helped me in some way. And I felt like this was a good avenue to say thank you. So Puff It Up, without a doubt. Everybody knows that. Sneaky Pete. I really haven't said anything about Sneaky Pete tonight, but he was one of the first people to review our vapes, and has just him and I started talking on the phone so early, and what a nice guy. I really just enjoy Pete as a friend. Never mind that he helped us out so much.
Great guy.
You guys are like 4th and 5th. So Jerry and Troy. Sorry, Austin, we just met.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay.
But Jerry, honestly, like I said earlier, I knew who you were before Sticky Brick started, and the fact that I got to talk to you. And same with Troy. I'm watching your videos, and I remember watching the first one where you're holding up something I made, thinking like, "Holy shit, I made that!"
That's awesome. Thanks, bro.
Absolutely. Bud, Vape Critic, reviewed one of ours very early on, and same. That dude is huge. I could not believe that he was holding something that I made. That was incredibly flattering. Scratched Glass. I gotta shout him out. We haven't worked together in a while, but he helped me very early on, doing some very cool stuff, and he's such a nice guy. Sammy Lynn just started with us and is just killing it for us on Instagram. All About That Vapor, or Slow Draw McGraw, I think his name is. FC. I haven't seen him around much. That guy worked for me for about 2.5 years, and just what a great guy. I really miss him, and really helped our company. Vape Fiend, Vapo Shop, and Vapefully. All 3 companies. I don't know where I'd be without you, so thank you. Thank you. Vape Fiend especially. I got to meet George last year. Did you meet George? Do you know George?
Yeah, that was amazing. So cool. I didn't even know he was going to be there.
I didn't either. He walked up to the booth and was like, "Kenny, I'm George from Vape." He wasn't even wearing a shirt. I wouldn't have known who it was if he wouldn't have told me his name. So yeah, I wrote him actually last month. He can't make it this year.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Man. He has some family stuff going on, so he's not going to be out. But yeah, he's been with us since the beginning too. And then Scott from V Goodies was the last one. He's really, I met him last year, and I just really appreciate him and his wife. So there's many more. That's just a quick list that I came up with this afternoon. That does not include our freaking awesome customers that enable me to do what I do. And I can't thank you guys enough. I am blown away to be in this position and to sit on this show.
Nice. Well, thank you for including me. I'm honored to be on your list.
Dude, I'm telling, what I said was the truth. The first time I saw you holding something that I made, I was like, holy sh! I felt like a Hollywood star. I got to tell you guys, I'm a very private person. I don't long to be on YouTube. I'd like to build something and just sell it and have nobody kind of know who I am or whatever. But this is fun as fuck. First and foremost, I'm having a blast.
Right on.
But to see Troy holding something that I made was like, damn, I've made it.
Man, well, when I came around the corner at Champs and I saw your booth and I saw your name tag, it was like meeting a fucking rock star. It was like meeting Ozzy Osbourne, man. It was awesome. It was amazing for me.
That's dope. That's dope.
Like I wanted you to like sign my chest or something. It was.
I'm gonna carry a marker with me this year when I'm walking with you, man. We're gonna have some fun. You feel like that again? We'll get that off. I'll be ready for that moment.
Man,
I'm so dead right
usually
now.
Jay and Silent Bob will be there. We can.
Yeah, man. Maybe they'll
sessions in Vegas with everybody. I really.
Yeah.
So
we'll have a session in Vegas. We'll have a session in Vegas.
Vegas is gonna be fun, man. I'm really looking forward to it for real. Like to meet you guys and like to really be in this community. Like this shit fires me the fuck up. I mean, Kenny, your passion is absolutely like it's inspiring as fuck, man. I'll tell you that right the fuck now. It's cool as fuck. And so I can't wait to go in Vegas and spend time with everybody, all you guys who are passionate about the space, and like we can geek out, and it's like a group of good people. You know, like it's crazy, man.
It's very reciprocal. Let me just say that I feed off of the things you guys talk about, and specifically like Troy switching job, like doing this full time. Same with Jerry, like finding the things that you love and then finding the way to do it.
Yeah.
And it's not always hard work, but it is a ton of hard work.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's like brushing your teeth. It's just something you do. Like, it's like you have to do it. There's no other thing to do but brush your fucking teeth. Work all the time.
It's really, I'm telling you, it's super reciprocal. I really appreciate what you're saying, Austin. And it's funny because I think the same thing. I listen to Troy and Jerry and you, and I always think the same thing, that I am so lucky to be affected by people like this, to have my mind in that place that you know, a lot of people get locked into that 9 to 5, or I work to work, that my life is work.
Yeah.
I think we're all fortunate to love what we do and then be able to do that thing that we love.
Right. Yeah.
Not everybody does. And I people can. That's what I want for my employees. I hope that you love what you do, because I'm trying to do that, and I want you to emulate it.
I'm telling you, I want that for people as well.
I love the fuck out of that. I woke up today so fucking grateful. Like, I made a post and I was just like, I'm so fucking grateful tonight or today, and I can't wait for later. And it's just like I'm starting to change my attitude more than I ever have. I mean, 2 years ago when I did HVAC, I was the most miserable I've ever been in my entire fucking life. Like, I literally hated everything. I was so angry. But now I woke up today and I feel there's something in my perspective that's shifting the past couple of weeks, and it's pretty cool. And I think living in that feeling of gratefulness just brings more positive energy, and it's just incredible to like kind of be mindful and see it happening. And it's cool as fuck, man. I like this shit. How many thumbs up, how many thumbs down we got? We lost a couple of people. It is 12:30. But that's okay. What do we got, Troy?
It's only 9:30.
Yeah, for you.
I want to move out west so bad.
Tell me about it, bro.
Man, I couldn't. I wake up late as it is. Like, I wake up at 10 o'clock. To get me up before that, it's going to be rough.
I feel like North Carolina is going to be the last state to legalize. I'm just going to cut right to it. That's why I want to move.
It should be a Vegas pool, like one of those long-term bets.
Yeah.
Like, what's the last state to legalize?
North Carolina and Mississippi. They're just going to fight each other for that win or loss.
I like that idea.
I'm so glad it's legal here. So
it's so hard visiting Colorado and Vegas and California and then coming back. And when I went to Colorado right when they legalized, and I remember, I think it's 14th Street or something in Denver. It's like a walking shopping mall, and they had a bunch of shops there.
Yeah, that's it, I think, too.
All kinds of people were going into this shop, 70-year-olds and 20-year-olds and doctors and punks and whatever. People are going in. And I remember walking out thinking, damn, when you treat adults like adults, they act like adults. We're not a bunch of hippie idiots, you know? And that's what really bums me out, is just treat me like a damn adult. I can do what I want to do.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to go out and rape people and well, back to the whole reefer madness thing, you know. That was what I walked away from Denver with. It was so normal because it's so freaking normal.
That's cool, great. Man. We're getting there. That's why like you guys are talking about parenting and stuff, because it's like there right now. And I'm thinking, like, I'm hoping that by the time my daughter needs to know about it, it's just like having a beer. You know, it's just like something that you do responsibly.
It's just something we do. That's it. It's nothing special. It's nothing bad. It's nothing good. It's just something that we do. That's
responsibly.
That's it.
That's it. As long as you're responsible, you know how it affects you. I think that's all that matters. And there's some people who don't even like it. They're just like, I don't like this shit.
That's fine too.
Right. Drink a beer if that's what you want to do.
And I mean, the truth is, if you're going to act like an idiot, you're going to act like an idiot. Don't attribute it to something else. It's still you being an idiot. You know.
That's awesome. I like that. Yeah. That's right down my alley.
Awesome.
I've dealt with my own addictions. I don't want to belittle that. Right.
Yeah.
It's not about that. Right. I'm a firm believer that drugs, alcohol just amplifies your personality.
Amplifies who you are, just like money does.
That's it.
Yeah.
So, you know, to blame the substance, I know it can get a hold of you. I do. I know that, you know, but our industry, this community especially, no. I cannot get on board with that. I've had to quit several times, and I quit cold turkey. And I know you can struggle with that, you know, but don't blame the substance. It's still you. You're responsible for you. So if you're going to act like an idiot, hell, I can act like an idiot from drinking too much coffee. Ask my wife.
There you go. Let's get her on here. This sounds like a good story you're hiding.
That's awesome.
Public idiocy. That should be the.
I'm really good at public idiocy, Jerry.
Yeah, right on, man. Yeah. I'm no stranger.
Good time in Vegas then.
No,
Vegas
shit.
is fun, man, dude.
Feel at home there,
The city's
man.
made for public idiocy. It's very nice. Fits me well.
There's almost no such thing as public idiocy there.
Now, you got to be a real idiot in Vegas to get in trouble. That's for sure.
You have to.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the one thing you can't jaywalk.
Yeah. Just my philosophy with Vegas is don't mess with anybody and you can do anything you want. Literally. Look at Hunter S. Thompson, right? You can do anything you want in Vegas. Just don't mess with the other people that are doing anything they want.
Leave them alone. Keep walking.
Vegas is a very interesting place. I've been there one other time when I went on a business trip when I was real young. Not real young, like 21, 22. Anyways, I only went there with like $150 in my pocket. And I thought it was going to be like super, super expensive. And I was able to get by with $150 in Vegas.
You were winning, baby. You were winning.
You stay at Circus
sure.
Circus?
No, I didn't even. I stayed like it took like 30 minutes to walk to the strip. Like it wasn't even like it wasn't even close, dude. It was there. So this time I'm excited. I'm totally gonna stay on the strip for sure.
Oh yeah.
That way I don't have to drive. Like I can if I decide to get drunk, like if that's like a thing I decide to do, I'll just walk the fuck there, just right there, and just go in there safely.
They got some New York City blocks too, man. Like when it's only 5 blocks away, that's a long fucking
It's
walk.
a fucking yeah. What I'm excited for. How many times have you guys been to Vegas? Like how many times have you interacted in Vegas? Like do you know pretty damn well everywhere and all the dope fucking places? I would assume so.
Been dozens.
No.
Dozens.
I do. I've been to Vegas about 15 or 20 times.
Wow.
I don't gamble anymore, but I used to love to gamble. So
I used to go there for work.
I got a little serious about it.
Like often.
Go from the hotel to the conference center and back.
Plus, I had family there as well.
So. I know where Uber stops are.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I know like where some of the touristy stuff is. If you're looking for that, like the best things to see on the strip, like if you actually want to see
Marijuana
cool
History Museum.
I think that's there. I heard something that's new, isn't it? Isn't that legit?
Did you go to that, Troy? Did you go to that after party last year?
No, we
that is no museum, my friend. Let me tell you.
Yes, I remember seeing the Instagram shit. I'm like, I remember because we were talking about going there, and we looked it up on Instagram. And we're like, this looks pretty fucking lame.
It was so bizarre. The party was decent, but the museum was just, I don't even know. It was like 5 exhibits. It was very weird.
And there's like no smoking or something on site. Yeah, I was like, that doesn't sound like an after party.
Yeah.
Some of those parties in Vegas are surprisingly let down.
Yeah.
To be honest, like they go like over the top with being like all glamorous and this like super hotel suite with like a bowling alley and a swimming pool in the bathroom and all this shit. Yeah. It's crazy. But then they have shitty weed and they're just rolling joints and they have shitty dab rigs set out that nobody wants to use, you know. Mm-hmm. What happened?
That sounds like a
like two years ago, the big after party. Do you remember this, Jerry? When we walked into that big suite and there was basically a kitchen table with 10 people sitting around it, and it was just like a giant slab of shatter, and there was like 20 bongs and 20 torches and just 10 dudes sitting there just dabbing their faces off.
Yeah,
it was ridiculous, and I wanted to dab with them, but nobody was being very welcoming. They were just like marathon dab session.
Oh, that's funny, man. Going to town, right on.
Yeah, and they were like rolling all the free joints on the table. Like they had the joint rollers. They were rolling all the joints and just handing out joints.
Yeah, those tables are fun, man. If there's a spot, you can just kind of wiggle on in and hang out there. It's kind of like it's like being at a diner. You know what I mean? You just kind of wait for a spot you just kind of hang out there for a while. And then it's fun because you get to talk to people and get high and all that and share your vape. And then you go party and somebody else takes your spot and they're at the diner getting lunch.
Yeah. That type of waiting for me is like super anxiety. Like if I go into a restaurant and it's like one of those things where like you buy counter food and then you like have to sneak a fucking place to sit,
Well, that's what the weed's for, man. I mean, you can hit it. You don't have to be you can hit it while you're standing too. It's okay. But yeah, but that's what it's.
Well, sometimes the high is worn off by the time I'm eating lunch with my family, you know. It's not.
I was talking about at the party at the weed table. I was talking about the weed table, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But I think by that time I was too high. But I needed some dabs to
like me, right? I want to dab again. I didn't even.
I do too. But I need to finish this bowl.
Let me ask you guys a question. When do you want to call it? It's about 12:40. Should we call it at 1 o'clock? Should we give it 15, 20 more minutes and then just call it? So we don't run this for 3, 4, 5, 7 hours.
That sounds good to me.
I'm open for anything, man. I'm taking a dab.
All right.
Let's run dab with Jerry.
All right, guys. We got about 19 minutes, 18 minutes exactly. Is there anything that you would like us to address? Anything you would like Kenny to address that he hasn't already addressed? Let us know.
If you're in the chat, dab with me. Let's dab, chat. Let's dab.
On a good day.
Dab, chat.
Did you make that clipboard, Kenny?
Yes, I did.
Dude, that's cool.
That's fucking
walnut clipboard.
That's fucking dope, dude.
I love it. Carpenter.
God damn it, Kenny.
I used to do. I think I have it. I used to do vaguely what Austin. We did 2 different types of pens, Austin.
I'm ready.
Slim lines.
Wait, I'm not.
Okay, you ran the slim line with the knobby end for the iPad. Yeah. What else you got?
I was doing that a little bit. I was doing bottle stoppers.
Okay, so you were playing with the lathe.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Cool
so
beans.
I was trying to break into the art market.
Yep.
Let me grab this. Let me see if I can do this.
What you got?
So I started.
Okay. You're playing with bowls
on my lathe.
Yeah, I like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But so I've been a musician since I was 14, and what I discovered was making segmented bowls is very much like being a musician. Starving artist is actually a real thing, and that is a tough market to get into. At least when I was a kid, there was no YouTube or Napster or whatever it was to get my music out there. And I remember going to like an indie college radio station when I was 18 and like, please play this, and they would laugh at you like, no, kid, you somebody will come tell us to play that. We're not playing your music, I vaguely found to be the same thing with the bowls. You have to put yourself in a position to succeed, obviously, and that takes a little money in that particular industry. You have to go to the art shows, not craft shows. That is so. It made me it made me think a lot about. Now I just play music for fun. I'm not trying to make money with it. I just
Dude, I'm gonna tell you what.
Sorry, go ahead.
I feel like a younger version of what you're going through, because my pens are that exact same thing. Like that's what this was for me. You know what I'm saying? And then I found and
I watched your pen videos actually.
Oh, thank you.
I had to look that up because
I'm so stoked that you looked at it.
You're doing something dramatically different than what I was trying to do. I was making $30 or $40 pens. You're making $500 pens,
Right. I was trying to go up against Mont Blanc.
Now that I would have sold that for $500,
right. Right.
Which is a very different market.
Right.
And honestly, it applies to the sticky bricks. I know that we're pricey. I watched one of your episodes, and one of the things Jerry talked about was better battery life, cheaper vapes. Mm-hmm. And I don't disagree. I know that we're on the pricier end, but you're getting quality work that is literally handmade. I don't know that everybody knows that we don't have CNC machines, that we plane our wood. We mill the wood ourselves. We use drills. Nothing is programmed. Everything is literally handmade, hand finished, hand sanded. That's a lot of the labor is the sanding.
Mm-hmm.
And you've taken battery life out of the equation.
I don't like batteries, Gary, I'll be honest. I'm not a battery fan. I like plugins. The Mighty is kind of I'm not going to say the only exception, but I'm not a huge fan of what batteries do to the environment. So that does play a part in sticky bricks. And when I said we were looking at other heat sources, that's why I specifically said not electronic.
I like that.
I'm not against batteries by any means, but I want to see them recycled. I want to see the mining process improved. All these things that could make it better. Then I'll start looking at electronic things and stuff like. And I enjoy my Mighty. I have many vapes. I enjoy battery vapes. I want to be clear about that. But the environmental impact concerns me. It concerns me once again, going back to my family. What earth am I leaving for my daughter? That stuff is important to me.
Yeah.
And that's we all of our wood is renewable source wood only. I know exactly who I am buying from. And I do not buy from people that clear cut. That we have been adamant about that for years before sticky bricks. When we were doing cabinets, same thing, renewable source wood only, and know who you're buying from. And that is a huge thing to us. And I think I've done a poor job of getting that message out there. Actually,
I'll be happy to help you with some shit like that, because I tell you what. That's exactly what everything I've done is that hand built. And I'll tell you what, the way I was able to get the $400 to $500 or the $250 to $500 for my pens was explaining the history of the woods, like the back history of like African blackwood. The earliest findings of African blackwood was 3,000 years ago in an ancient Egyptian tomb, right? People back then used to prize that wood. So royalty had that wood. Back in India, same thing. They used it for cups. Like shit like that is really fucking cool and interesting that people want to hear about, because it gives more life to the actual product. You know what I'm saying? People really like that shit. That's something that I really thought about for an extremely long time when I was trying to do, like you said, with the bowls, but with the pens. How do I separate myself, and how do I take something that's just Mother Nature and inform people why this wood is so special? Because people don't know. You know,
well, it's what's tough for me. And honestly, this is why I think Sammy Lynn is killing it for me and why I brought her on. I don't have a personal Well, I do have a personal Facebook. I turned it on for the first time in 2 years, and I actually sent a friend request to Troy. But I had to turn off Facebook, and I've never had a personal Instagram. I've owned the Sticky Brick Labs Twitter for 3 years, I think, and I've made one post until Sammy started using it. It's just I just don't do those things.
It's time consuming.
I don't care. More power to anybody that wants to do it. I'm not even judging. I just, not for me, you know?
Yeah.
But I can see where, for the company to inform the customer, whatever it is, it's hurting me a little bit, as far as the business goes. And just keeping people informed. I think that's the bigger thing. It's not even like the sales avenue. I want people to know that we hand make these. I want them to know that we use quality source material, and that their health is a huge concern for me, and something we think about all the time. And when you don't use social media, that's a hard message to get out there. And so Sammy Lynn is teaching me a lot, I gotta say.
That's cool.
Yeah, social media can be really toxic. Jerry, how about that dab? Let's send this thing off with a dab.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah, all I gotta do is push a button. I'm ready, man.
We got 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes.
I think we can call it early.
Chat dab. There we go. Chat dab.
Melt shot.
I know Sammy's on board. Let's go.
Sammy's still up.
So, Troy, I got to remind you that you got to actually click the button.
Yep, I know. I want to finish my dab before I click the button.
For sure. I'm just letting you know. The endings are always the hardest. So while they're taking their dabs, again, we're going to be giving away something like this. Comment in the comments. Let us know what you want to see from Modern Cannabis. Let us also know what you guys thought about this episode. I really want to thank you, Kenny, for coming on and being very what you call it. My words are gonna fuck me right now, so excuse my French and my words. They're not coming together very well. However, thank you for the sponsoring this giveaway. It was really, really thoughtful of you, and this was really fucking cool. And it was an honor to have my face on one of your bricks. I'll be honest with you. Like I treasure the fuck out of this. I'm literally not going to use this again. Probably like this is going to sit on my shelf and it's just going to fucking just sit there.
I'm going to use the hell out of mine.
Using mine all the time, bro. All the time. That's my mug. I'm fucking vaping out of that thing, man.
But this is cool. I definitely appreciate everybody listening and watching.
I just want to thank everybody in the chat, and once again, that's totally reciprocal. I am so honored to be on your show. You're thanking me, and the whole time I'm sitting here thinking, "Shut up! I need to say."
I love it.
Really. I've watched damn near every episode, at least when I could, and yeah, it's my honor to be on your show. Thank you guys. Thank you guys in the chat room. Thank you. I can't thank our customers enough. And
wonderful.
Really, you guys have enabled me. You don't know, and people use that word enable in a bad way. You don't know. It's a wonderful thing. Enable people to do things, right?
Fantastic.
Really, thank you so much. Thank you.
Being positive enablers.
Thank you, Jerry. I appreciate you guys so much.
Thanks, Kenny.
Very nice. All right. Thank you, everyone, for listening, for watching, for following along, for session along. Congrats to all the winners. Make sure you contact Austin. Is that what's going on? Perfect.
Yeah.
Next stream coming in
Austin will get in touch with me, and we'll get these things sent out this week.
Yep, for sure.
Perfect. Adios.